Okay, let us load that game. Bam. Now, when we first started this, I kind of watched the last VOD to kind of refresh my memory. Somebody had just thrown this thermal bottle through the window right there where it broke the glass. And on it says, "Drink me."
The bottle is some kind of thermal container, about half full of thick liquid. The words "drink me" are stenciled on the side.
Which, that just reminds me of Alice in Wonderland. So we have that. We also found a lighter before we quit the last stream.
An ornate cigarette lighter, the kind I can picture wealthy managerial types having. Can't think of the last time I saw a smoker in this city.
You know, it's funny. Like, as, you know, everything's progressing, time goes on, there does seem to be a lot less and less smokers out there. But at least for me, whenever I picture kind of a cyberpunk future, I always think everybody smokes, you know, or like most people do. It just seems that way in the artwork and the style and everything. So kind of interesting for him to say that. All right. So I don't think I want to drink this quite yet. I want to explore the room a little bit. Cyber smokes. Yeah, maybe they're not like cancerous tobacco, Hasifa. Maybe they've come up with something that's completely safe in every way, right? It just still costs money and it's probably addictive. Otherwise, what would the point be? So I think the filing cabinet...
I guess some things you just have to store physically.
I think that's where we got that, the lighter from. Yeah, kind of like vaping, right? And hey, Coffee, how's it going? It's good to see you again. Although, vaping, I don't know all the story about it. I have some friends that have vaped, but haven't they found like that can do some weird stuff to your lungs too? Grilled Tomato, hey, welcome back. We're just getting started. Perfect timing. Okay, there's a picture right here. I thought that was a door. Look how huge this picture is. A painting of a glowing pyramid hanging over a city. Despite the other decoration that the walls of this office have acquired, this picture remains unvandalized. I'm thinking there's like a secret door behind here or something. That's kind of weird, isn't it? You can't think of anywhere that the painting would go well, even if it hadn't suffered from a decade of neglect. Wait, was he trying to steal it right now? That's a Rosangela move. Not Regis. Regis doesn't just steal everything. Chavo, I'm back. What is this game about? Are you completely unfamiliar with the game, Chavo? And welcome to the stream. There's a lot going on here. So we're currently a detective trying to find out, I guess right now, and the newest stuff is who tried to frame us. There was a guy that killed our wife that we had good reason to want to kill. He had been let out of prison, but we didn't. But he's dead. So we are trying to meet up with our partner, ex-partner, because we basically ran away from the police force, and we're trying to find out what's going on. And Hasifa, you need to get a device that has a holographic smoke that interacts with your breath, just for looks. I mean, that's a big part of smoking. Is it looks cool, right? And still, that's always how it is, right? It's just another Tuesday, right? Not that Tuesday. I mean, the day Tuesday. You know what I mean. Okay. Check the window. Oh, double click there. This part of town is full of disused factories. Sorry. Speaking of factories, current events. Did you guys see that explosion in Lebanon? Oh my gosh. If you haven't seen the videos, it's like frightening. I guess like some factory or storage warehouse that had like a lot of fireworks started to go off. That set up another fire that blew up something else. I didn't get all the details, but it looked like a nuke went off. Not that bad, but kind of. Like it was a big explosion. Luckily, thousands weren't killed. I think I saw like 50 were dead, which is still absolutely terrifying. And a lot more were injured. I guess it broke all of the glass within like a large radius. Okay, factories, that's why I'm looking at this. Abandoned after an environmental catastrophe a decade earlier, while Cell is the police force that we used to belong to, technically has a mandate to keep it safe. The expense of doing so means that it rarely gets patrolled. I know, it was kind of all over Twitter, that's where I first saw it. Yeah, just a crazy mini nuke. What was neat in a morbid way is it was filmed from like hundreds of angles because it started as like a big fire. So a lot of people were filming it before the explosion happened, you know? Usually you don't get that much coverage of something like that, I guess. But because it was a slow burn, a lot of people were filming it. A terminal. Oh, maybe we can use a computer
An old
here.
office terminal. I'm kind of surprised nobody's stolen it yet.
Maybe we can log in. Ooh, let's turn that on. That starts up even faster than my computer. What the heck? I mean, it is the year 2087? 78? I forget. Something like that. Okay, what's in the email? So when it says from Central, that's kind of like the headquarters of Cell, I believe. Think like Big Brother. An evacuation is currently underway by order of centralized government. Please proceed to designated shelter sites. If you have been affected, burns, NBC contamination, please contact your nearest Cell representative. How about from HR management? Who is this to? Like, I don't know who we are. Mr. Hart? Okay. Mechanization. Dear Mr. Hart, while it is clear there are doubts about the firm's policy of mechanization as a means of remaining competitive, it is unhelpful to suggest to employees that they are building their own replacements. Please refrain from such comments in the future. Wait, mechanization, what do they mean by that? Is it kind of like making a fake copy of yourself to do your job? Because that's what it kind of sounds like. Let's see, you just saw the video. That explosion was way bigger than I thought it was going to be. Right? Like, you think of explosions, like in real life explosions, and you know, you have reasonable expectations, but that looked like something from a movie, right? Where they might have dropped a small nuke on somebody. Kath, what's going on, Kath? It's good to see you. Okay, this is from Randall J. Locker room. I guess you're right. Since there isn't anyone changing out the hazard gear anymore, nobody else will be using the locker room. It's going to be one hell of a working weekend. I'll put the stuff in locker 6. Codes 381. Okay, that's important. We need that. Locker 6, code 381. And this is from Mahmoud Al-Fadil. I was going to say, this is English, but I don't know if this is Roar Ya Rear? Not sure what that is. Hey, Phantasma, how's it going? Which Ziff decided it'd be a good idea to run water pipes over a million quanta industrial laser. I fixed the leak in the locker room's pipes, but don't charge the capacitor banks unless you feel like being cooked. Christian, always needing that love. How's it going, Christian? Welcome back, dude. I didn't quite get what this is all about. Fix the leak in the locker room's pipes, but don't charge the capacitor banks unless you... Okay, so that's probably going to be a trick. While we're in here trying to unlock that locker, we might have to watch out not to kill ourselves. Luckily, we have a save, so we'll be okay. We can call people from here, but I don't really think we need to do that. I think that's pretty much it.
Must have been a decorator.
Oh, there's like a little robot there. It's like, looks like it has treads. Is that like a little Wally? I don't know. It's a maintenance drone.
One of the city's custodial drones. Someone must have hacked it and directed it up here. Lousy kids can't even do their own graffiti anymore without a bot's help.
So, kind of a little Wally. What did we just get? Paint cartridge.
A pressurized fluid cartridge that I disconnected from the maintenance drone. Based on the markings and the color, it looks like it's full of red paint.
Are we going to go tagging stuff? It looks like a Venus flytrap, kind of. I could see that a little bit, yeah. Fire control.
It's the fire safety system. Probably hasn't been used in years.
I mean, look at this place. Probably nothing works.
There's a canister of water-soluble fire suppressant loaded into the system.
Like, I'm surprised that computer turns on. You would assume they would have, like, no power. But who knows? Maybe in the future, everything is solar and it just naturally has power hooked up.
There's a canister of water-soluble fire suppressant loaded into the system.
Okay, so we can't take it. We just know there's water in there. What would happen if we replaced the water with paint? Would that put out a fire? Probably. There's a smoke detector up here. Captain Hindsight, right?
I wonder if it even still works. I can't reach it from down here.
Well, we're probably going to have to test it. We have a lighter, but why would we need to do that? We're going to set off the sprinklers? Okay, we can go out this door. We just kind of started the chapter in here, so I don't know where we came from. I'm guessing this is the only door. Okay, well, there's more to this area. Before we go, let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. I feel like we got everything. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, round 2. What's in here? So we're going to find a locker room somewhere here. Do you guys remember the code? I already forgot it. 836? Is that right? Locker 6? I think it was locker 6.
Whatever's in there, there's apparently 4 gross of them, whatever that means.
Oh, what is a gross? Is that like 144 or something? I never use that kind of measurement, but I think it's something like that. Like a dozen's 12, 144. Awesome, thank you. Wow, I can't believe I remembered that. Okay, there's the locker room. There's a stairway. Okay, so we probably got to go here first. The other one probably leaves. Stupid math stuff. Is that math? Because I never really used the term gross in math, I don't think. That's almost more of like a... well, I wonder where that originated. Is that like a quantity for like cooking maybe you'd use? Like, would you ever make 144 or something? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it uses math. Absolutely. I just wonder, like, what was the origination of gross? It's kind of a funny term. When I think of math, I always just think of metric stuff. Okay, so this is probably the correct locker.
Lockers. Whatever they did here, it apparently needed specialized gear.
However, I don't think... I want to try 836. That might not be it. It probably would have opened if I nailed it. Okay, let me go verify that code. John's becoming such a paranoid baby. Wait, why am I a paranoid baby, Genie? About the gross term of measurement? Let's check out that email again. It was... I think it was the second one. 381. I had 2 of the numbers correct, just swapped and then one number completely wrong. Okay, 381. That was not correct. So why am I paranoid? This is the first really run-down place we've been in this game. There we go. What do we have here?
Apparently it's not just cleaning supplies they kept in here. This is some pricey liquor.
We got some booze. Oh, you're not talking about me, Jane. How am I? I'm never going to understand that. You know, every time you do that, it's going to go right over my head. Oh my gosh. Funny thing. What's going on? 17 months. Funny. That's the wrong screen. There we go. That's correct. 17 months. Funny thing. Oh my goodness. You and Fallen Angels have both hit 17 months today. That is insanity. Thank you so very much, Funny Thing. Let me drop a token for that. Now I see, did you try to use that, oh my, yes, emote. It didn't show up for some reason, Funny Thing. But I did add it. Yeah, it's not one of the sub emotes. I actually replaced one of the, what do you call it? Bit emotes. I think it's for the 100 bits. That's what unlocks that one. Relentless, good catch. Very nice. We're just getting booze. There it is. Now it's working, Funny Thing. So, I only got one question for you guys. We got some whiskey. Where's a baby? I'm just kidding. They only want wine. They don't like whiskey.
It's a strong old whiskey. More expensive than the stuff I've usually got around.
I'm not really a big whiskey person. I can drink Jack and Coke or something, but like whiskey on the rocks or anything, not so much. Let's see. You were playing some games and forget it. Wait, what do you mean? It's time for your stream. Oh, what were you playing, Funny Thing? And thank you for taking a break from gaming to hang out with us. I really appreciate that. We also just got some polish.
A metal polish from the cleaning supplies. It's been here for over a decade, but it doesn't seem to have dried out.
What might we need that for? That was such a good game, Night in the Woods. I like that one. Oh no, I set myself up. I set them up and you guys just knock them down. You can deposit that whiskey directly into my veins. Is that your liqueur of choice, Tajay? Yeah, I really liked Night in the Woods. No, we haven't found a baby yet, funny thing, but we did just find some whiskey. So it's only a matter of time. I see, going back to your lurk, halfway through the 2nd season of Magnus Archive. Nice, I've never heard of that. Well, enjoy, Janie, and I appreciate you lurking. Scotch? Okay, well, yeah, I mean, there's definitely some similarities between Scotch and whiskey. To me, my uneducated palate, I would say. There's a giant crack in the floor here.
Looks like the beginnings of a fine hole in the floor.
Are we supposed to break that open?
I haven't got the gear to fix it, or open it up some more.
That makes me think we need to come back to that. Look at this creepy picture on the side. It looks like a face, but it's got like 2 red eyes. And there's a drain down here.
I wonder if anything's made a nest in there since they stopped using this place. There's nothing in here.
So that's like a drain for the shower. Here's the showers right here.
They've probably become even rustier because of all the water. Ah!
What did you expect?
It's rusted stuck.
Oh, we can't even turn it off. All right, well, that's a thing now. That's permanent. Yes, I really like the art style in that game too, and the music is really good in that game, funny thing. All right, I think we've done everything we need to in here right now. I don't know what we need to do with any of these items yet, but let's explore some more. This takes us to the stairway. This might leave. It might not let us do this.
I shouldn't wander around the building.
Yeah,
A passing aerostat might pick up the movement on their scanners.
That's as far as we can go. Okay. Yeah, I played that game, funny thing, I think shortly after it came out. I didn't stream it, though. This is before I started streaming. Maybe someday, though. Maybe someday. This room is protected against fire by the suppression system. You wonder if it still works after so long. Well, I mean, the showers work. Why wouldn't the sprinklers, right?
I don't think so.
Well, the only thing I can think of as far as the items that we have is to try to maybe...
Nothing else in here looks like it'd work anymore.
Try to set off that smoke alarm. We have a lighter, but that's not going to reach up here, right? Never mind. That's a very sensitive smoke alarm. Okay, so at least we know we can do that. Oh, it's a derivative of whiskey. I didn't know that, Tajay. Nice. You already added 3 songs from the game to your soundtrack playlist? Nice. And I haven't even beat the game. Such a good game. Ooh, ice cream, Kath. I want ice cream. We haven't had ice cream in so long. When Andy was at Trader Joe's going shopping last time, she bought a couple of these like gluten-free mug muffins, I guess, where you... It's kind of like cake mix, you know, when you pour water in there and you microwave it and boom, you got a muffin. I had a chocolate one. It was pretty tasty. But man, I felt like I had dessert for breakfast. It's like one of those things like, I enjoyed that. And now I feel terrible about myself. All right, so whiskey, polish, paint cartridge. I don't know why I would do it, but I still am thinking maybe we can replace this water for the fire suppression with paint. But what would the purpose of that be? Let's just see if it's possible.
Huh, it fits.
All right, now if I do this, it's going to get paint everywhere? Is that right? Like, I'm not seeing a purpose to what I'm doing. I'm trying things. Oh, so it's going to make everything red. Is that right? It didn't even look like it changed anything. Did it? Oh, it looks a little red on the wall. I can see that. Okay, so why? I wonder... Oh, wait, there's a drain there. Are we supposed to clog the drain, maybe? So the water starts flooding the room? I also don't know why I would do that, but...
That won't fit.
I was gonna say, can I put something in the drain?
I wonder if anything's made a nest in there since they stopped using this place.
We checked the drain and there was nothing in there.
There's nothing in here.
So maybe we're supposed to plug it up, right? Every time you see the word smoke alarms, you think of that picture of a sign that's supposed to say smoke alarm, but says smork alarm. Now, is that like a Japanese thing or something? I love to see like Japanese or different Asian cultures that try to put English on signs, but totally botch it. Sometimes changing the meaning where it's like hilarious.
I haven't got the...
I have a coworker, when he went to Japan, I didn't do this too much, but he took pictures of every little weird, like, funny English confusion that he found on signs and paperwork and stuff, and he's got quite a collection. Okay, so we sprayed red around. What did that do for us? Not much. They're all covered in red paint, I guess.
Wood's old, but I still can't get it open by hand.
Oh, so is he supposed to bash it open?
I needed that.
I was just trying to click on the whiskey to use it. I didn't mean drink it, Regis. Jeez.
It's powerful stuff, but it won't do anything useful there.
Maybe you could break that wood with it. Light it on fire.
Burning it's not going to help.
I mean, it might. Okay, now I'm kind of curious. Am I going to drink from this weird thermos bottle that says drink me? I kind of don't want to, but I think we have to. So Scotch is whiskey that is distilled and aged in Scotland. It's got a bit more bite than standard whiskey, but it's the same thing in the long run. See, that reminds me of champagne. Like, everybody knows what champagne is, but like, I guess technically, and Kamoshida, hey, what's up, dude? How's it going? We were just chatting about you earlier, Kamoshida. I was curious, do you have the ability to like instantly update your emotes? You know, like without the waiting period? Because I was saying that I'm able to, and a couple other people have said they could, so I'm hoping you can too, because it's such a nice feature. It might be something like that, Relentless. Nice. So, I guess we'll try drinking this thing. I don't know what it's going to do.
Down the hatch.
Maybe the whiskey will help.
I wonder what that did. Ah! Hey, what was that?
Did we just drink a computer that can interface with our brain now? What was that? Remember, Regis
Hear me?
doesn't want any kind of like
Hello?
cybernetic
Who's
stuff.
there?
Barely, can you hear me?
Barely. I can't see you. Where are you?
In your head.
My head? The bottle.
That bottle I drank. That's what did this?
Exactly. You ingested a wetware builder node colony. They were programmed to construct a transceiver in the small bones of your inner ear.
That sounds like a terrible idea. Imagine drinking something and they could just install stuff in your body. Tasha, nope, not here. You gotta wait a few more months because one of your emotes got denied. Oh, that makes sense, Kamoshida. I'm curious, what happened? Like, what would cause your emote to get denied? Did they give you a reason? That's one thing, I've never dealt with it personally from Twitch, but every time I hear of other streamers that get banned or suspended or all kinds of things like that, a lot of them never really get a good reason. Sometimes they do, but oftentimes it sounds like they don't really know why. And then they're unbanned and they're like, what the hell happened? I don't even know what I did. I mean, a lot of times they probably do know what they did, but Twitch didn't tell them straight what happened. Liquid walkie-talkie. That's right, Grilled Tomato. And you love that picture of a sign that's supposed to say, don't step on the grass. It's still growing. Or something like that, but it says, do not disturb. Tiny grass is dreaming. I like that one even better, actually, Relentless. I would prefer to put that one up. Oh, it was a still from Lord of the Rings. I was unsure if it would get accepted. You're pushing the limit. I like it, Kamoshida. Yeah, injecting electrons right into your brain. No thank you. How long does it last? She's gonna be like, forever.
It's not permanent, is it?
No, it'll break itself down in a couple of weeks. You have bigger problems at the moment, though.
A couple of weeks? That's still a long time for you to be in my head. They found me?
My location's been compromised?
I'm afraid so. There's a strike team surrounding the building as we speak.
Oh, crap.
Damn.
We need to get you out of there. The sewer access on the factory floor hasn't been secured. It's your best chance for an escape route.
If what you're saying's true, I'm about to be outnumbered and outgunned.
Don't worry, you're probably one of the few people I know who's smart enough to get out of something like this.
Do you know me?
You could say that. Come on, get moving.
I was just about to say, that doesn't exactly sound like Max. I don't think it is Max. Alright, so all we know is we need to get out of here. But we probably can't use the stairwell, right? I'm sure if I try, he's going to give me a different
What is
thing. Oh, crap.
Cobalt Actual, this is Cobalt 3. Dynamic entry complete. Second floor hallway secure. Going dark and starting patrol. Out.
Run away!
Adaptive
Ah.
camouflage. How am I supposed to get past them when I can't even see them?
See.
I'll see if I can breach their systems. For now, you're going to have to think your way past.
This is why we need that paint. Now it's making sense. If I spray the paint from the fire suppression system, it'll still cover them and we can see it. Hey, Toge. Hey, thank you for the lurk. Welcome. Let's go ahead and save it, just because this might be a... If you screw up, you kind of have to redo something. I'm not sure. So we'll go ahead and create a save. So now with that... voice, it's in my inventory. Let's go ahead and use the lighter again on the smoke detector. That is a seriously sensitive smoke detector. Look how tall those ceilings are. Aha.
Cobalt 3, camouflage compromised.
Nice. Okay, now that we can see him, I'm supposed to be able to sneak past him? Is that right? Nate Rocker! Oops, what's the screw up? Oh, I thought he just about caught me right now. Oh my gosh. Sorry, Nate Rocker. What's this? Screw up? I'm about to screw it up. I'm a little bit worried I'm going to get killed here. Thank you so much for the bits. What's really funny... Oh, there we go. I got to bring those characters up. We actually just added a new emote to the stream based on that. And if you cheer 100 bits, I think you get that. But now I'm curious. Do you get the cheer emotes if you're not a subscriber? Is it like just cheering, or do you have to have both a subscription and cheers? I'm not sure. Oh, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it, dude. All right, that guy looked like he walked right up to me. I wonder what we're supposed to do to him. Ooh, can we polish the floor? He'll slip on it and hurt himself. I'm trying to think creatively. How can we hurt this guy? We have our jolt gun. Maybe I'm supposed to like blast him? I'm not sure. We could try. My guess is you probably need both. That makes sense. Okay, let's try to stun him.
Target sighted.
Yeah, that didn't work.
I need to use the fact that I can see him now to my advantage.
Okay, thank goodness. Even if I didn't save it, it's not the end of the world. Apparently he doesn't look at me right here. He just keeps on going. So let's kind of watch his path. He walks to the right. It looks like he's staring at the screen. But then he immediately goes back. So it's kind of quick. I think we have to put a trap or something. Let's try polishing the floor.
Target sighted.
Ah, you can't click on the floor. That's two death. Do I need a death counter in this game?
I need
know.
to use the fact that I can see him.
How many times can I die in one scene, Relentless? In a point-and-click game. No less. Okay, we still have these crates.
Target sighted.
I couldn't even interact with the crates.
I need to use the fact that I can see him now to my advantage.
I thought, maybe I can start a fire or something. Oh, Sierra Games were terrible about deaths. Oh my gosh. Like, and when you died in those games, it wasn't nice where it just starts you right back here. You'd have to have a recent save, or you lost a lot of progress. Okay, we have a lighter, whiskey, and polish. And he says we need to use the fact that we can see him to our advantage. See, there's these crates I can't do anything with.
Whatever's in there, there's apparently 4 gross of them.
I was
whatever
thinking,
that means.
pour whiskey on that, light it on fire, make a big distraction, then we can get around him, right? Not so much. And I don't think I can actually do anything to him. I'm going to try to hit him with the whiskey bottle. Just for the heck of it, when he's like right here. Oh, Chavo, do we need to combine things? That's a good point. I didn't even think, what would I combine? Polish and whiskey?
I can't get it cleaner.
Let's clean that bottle.
I can't get it cleaner.
Oh, whiskey and lighter. Can we make a Molotov cocktail and burn this poor guard to death?
This stuff will be flammable, but it won't burn in the bottle like this.
That's a hint. That's a hint. Okay, let's get out of here. So we need paper or something, right? If we want to turn that into like a proper Molotov cocktail. There was a filing cabinet. I don't think we took anything out of it, though.
The rest of it's decade-old paperwork.
That's exactly what we need, right? But he won't take any of it. Okay, so maybe that's not the solution. The picture? He won't take the picture. It's like, I don't need the whole picture, just a little bit of it. That's assuming that's what I need. It might not be.
Burning it's not going to help.
I don't imagine we can use our jolt gun on anything. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh. Spicy, Squire. Hold on. I'm not good at coming up with a MIDI sub message, so, hi. That's my favorite. Nice, Squire. Dude, thank you so much for the sub. That is 4 months on a 2-month streak. Nice, Squire. Thank you so much, dude. Let me drop that token for you guys. And welcome. Good to see you, man. We are currently trying to stop a guard that's patrolling the door right outside here. And he's killed me, what, 4 times? I think 3 or 4 times. Cheers to 2 months and many to come. Well, I really appreciate it, dude. Hopefully I can keep being entertaining enough to keep you guys around. But you guys, you don't have to sub, but I do really appreciate it, guys. Who got that? Hasifa, that's 3 this stream, I think. Nice catch. All right. So he gives me a hint when I try to combine the lighter and the whiskey.
This stuff will be flammable, but it won't burn in the bottle like this.
So we got to do...
The city's lousy kids can't...
Oops, didn't mean to click that. So we got to do something with the whiskey. Oh, maybe we need to pour it on something. I tried to pour it on the boxes. That didn't work.
It's powerful stuff, but it won't do anything useful there.
I wonder if we have to use the whiskey in here some way.
It's powerful...
I don't know on what.
I don't think they're compatible.
How cool would that be? Put the whiskey bottle in the fire suppression system, start a fire, and it douses the guy in whiskey, and light him on fire. I don't think I tried the whiskey on the polish. I think I just tried the lighter.
It's powerful stuff.
How about the other way around?
I can't get it cleaner.
No, those don't combine, unfortunately. You know, I probably just did something out of order here. You know what? Maybe I accidentally clicked on him. I'm going to try to be sure I click on the crates. Ah, see, he always walks out into the middle and gets shot. That's at least 4.
I need to use the fact that I can see him now to my advantage.
Or can I do... Maybe I'm not timing it right. Let me do it one more time. I'm going to wait for him to turn around right here and then do it.
Target sighted.
No, he always kind of goes to that same spot, so that's not the solution.
I need to use...
Is there anything on the floor? I don't think there's anything else in here. Oh, there's that hole in the ceiling.
I think they call that a dynamic entry.
But that's not the same hole that we saw in the locker room. That's something else. I wonder if we have to use that to our advantage. We can't get up there, though, as far as I know. So is it an item that I don't have yet, Chavo, that I need to combine? Or am I on the right path? What would we need to clean? Yeah, that was my first idea. Funny thing was to make a Molotov. But I haven't found any paper that I can actually utilize. Did I miss something in here? There's the fire control. We already put the paint in there. I think we're done with that. It didn't give me the water canister, so we can't switch it back if we wanted to. Oh, I don't think I've tried running through the door. He seems to move so fast, I guess I assumed I couldn't. But let's try to time that. Like to get back in the locker room, right? So let's let him come back over here, and as soon as he starts walking the other way, we'll walk right behind him. Now.
Target sighted.
Dang it. Okay, rather than clicking on the door,
I need to use...
I'm just going to kind of walk behind him and see if it lets me do that. I feel like as soon as I pass this threshold, I get killed. Let him get a little bit further away. Let's try now.
Target sighted.
No, as soon as I walk that way, boom, I'm goner. So
I need to use...
I'm guessing I don't need to get to the locker room again until we take care of him. I can't use the jolt gun. I don't think. Well, let me try one more time. When he's like right in front of me. Oh, there we go.
One down.
However many left to go. Don't count on taking them all on, though.
I could have sworn I tried that before, but yeah, totally missed that. Maybe I didn't click on him. Maybe I clicked on something else and it just walked out and got himself shot.
He's not dead, but he's gonna wake up with one hell of a headache.
Loot the corpse.
Low velocity, jacketed hollow point. They came prepared for a soft target.
Typical John Cadia progress, relentless. We got a submachine gun? What kind of game is this?
A 10mm submachine gun, part of the strike team's gear. As a signature weapon, it's encoded to only operate for its assigned user.
Aw. I mean, that is like the ultimate kind of gun control, you know? So we got a gun, we can't shoot it. Unless maybe we hack it and reprogram it or something. Okay, so I'm guessing we can't go down the stairs. Maybe we're supposed to get down this crack. But of course we can't use the gun because it's not programmed to us.
It won't fire for me. It's a locked signature weapon.
So, of course, we need to chop off that man's hand, put it in the holster, or the trigger of the gun, and use that to shoot, right? That's probably not what they want. Do we need to, like, clean it off or something? What could we do with the polish?
I can't get it cleaner. It's powerful stuff, but...
I think that the hole is the next thing we have to do, though. What's the deal with the showers? I'm not sure what's up with that. Oh, we might be able to call her back. Yeah, we haven't tried the voice again yet, have we?
The wetware in the bottle has apparently given me an eavesdropper in my skull. You still there?
I go where you go.
Oh, good. I mean, I wanted to ask these questions anyway, so good call, Hasifa. Who are you? So the ear is, we drank this, somebody, when we first started this scene, somebody threw a bottle through a window, and it just said, "Drink me." After we drank it, we basically absorbed some kind of nanomachines that installed kind of a walkie-talkie in our ear. So now we can talk to this person.
My mistake first for drinking that bottle, but how do I know I can trust you?
It's either me or the guys with the kill-on-sight order. Besides, what sort of person would I be if I didn't help out an old pal?
Who are you?
Do I know you?
You should. We've spent years working together.
Is this Lau?
Come on, you've got to get moving.
It is Max. Okay, I was thinking like, it doesn't sound exactly like her, but it might have just been the phone sound. You know how voices sound different over a phone? How did they find me?
How did they manage to find me?
Sorry, I can't help you with that. All I know is they're after you.
Did you get my message?
Message? Nah. I just know the kind of places you like to hide in. But your garden wouldn't do for this one, would it?
Hey.
Match that against which of your favorite spots are being raided by crisis teams, and boom. Instant Regis.
So, you haven't heard my side of the Baxter story.
Save it for later. First, we've got to get you out of there.
Okay, something's sketchy here. I don't like this. Because when we played as Max in the previous chapter, we did find the message, remember? We heard the message, we knew to meet him here. So that can't be Max, can it? That's got to be someone pretending to be Max. Okay, what about the factory?
What do you know about this facility?
Old TVNA factory. Used to make synths there. Cleared out when the Aurora hit. Most of that part of town stayed abandoned even to this day. It's the kind of place lowlifes and thralls hide in.
Anything useful?
A lot of the stuff in it's probably been scavenged already, but you might find something useful. Plus, it's an old building. Be careful, a lot of it is unstable.
Maybe I can use that to my advantage.
Yeah, we got all these big holes in the floor. Okay, what about our escape route?
How exactly am I supposed to get out of here?
There's an exit to the sewers on the factory floor level.
What makes you think they haven't blocked that off too?
This raid was a rush job. I don't think they've known where you are for very long. They're gambling that they can eliminate you before you have time to think.
I hate to disappoint you, but I'm not exactly prepared either.
Yeah, but you've got my help. That puts you kilometers ahead.
I kind of I thought that looked like tuna as well. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad thing. Tuna's delicious. How about the power systems?
Why are the power systems in this place still online?
That's what I was
It's
asking.
only been 11 years since the Aurora. If nobody's switched it on since then, the city's probably just never noticed they were still connected.
I guess the factory's standby would be a drop in the ocean in terms of the city's power.
It's not like they're short on it. Newton's a net exporter in the region.
I guess you can do that when you're the only one in the neighborhood with orbiting solar arrays.
If the factory's still working, you might be able to use that strategically.
That's cool. Orbiting solar arrays. Imagine not having a bunch of solar stuff on Earth, but having it in space and somehow getting the power back down here. What did you put in my head? Hey, Skywalker. Hey, how's it going, dude? Welcome. We're making some decent progress. I've died like 5 times already. Yes, you can die in this game, but now we're making progress.
I'm still a little worried about what I drank.
It won't do you any harm. It's just a constructor node.
Yeah, but thousands of molecule-sized machines building a radio in my head. That'd bother any sane man.
If you'd gone and gotten yourself wired years ago, we wouldn't have to do this. Plus, this is more secure. We're operating on a bespoke fractal encoding. You'd better get moving or a patrol might catch you.
Right.
Poor Regis. He hates any kind of technological manipulation, bioengineering, that kind of thing. So this is probably driving him crazy. So if I try to use the stairway, he's probably going to tell me, nope, can't do that. Oh no, he's going to actually try to go. What in the hell's back there? Are these Terminators? What's going on here? So this is kind of a gameplay thing I did not expect. It's kind of stealth, kind of combat. Not really, though. Okay, so there's a guy right there waiting for me.
He's keeping watch over the factory floor.
Spooky, scary skeletons. Yeah, I'm scared if I walk down here, I'm just gonna get killed. But let's see if he has a hiding space down there.
Target sighted.
Nope, he goes all the way down to get killed. But look, I guess that's not a... I was gonna say, can he just go down that door instead? And we're back up here. It's our clone. It does a little bit, Hasifa. Good call. I miss Ghost Trick. You know, I was watching a video... I'm trying to think of the channel. Have you guys ever watched Cat Icarus? He does kind of like comedy video game reviews, or kind of compilation, just I don't know what you call it, just like a collection of games. He talks about them all at once. He was going over Pixar games, And it's all very funny, really well edited, but during one scene, he played a song from Ghost Trick. And I was like thinking, like, what is that song? How do I know it? And it was from one of the puzzle scenes in Ghost Trick. Kind of reminded me of that. Okay, so we're gonna have to do something creative to get that guy. Can I drop something on him? I don't have much. I think we have to go back. Oh yeah! I, Robot, Grilled Tomato. That was that movie. It was alright. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It was a fun movie. But yeah, when all those robots are coming to life and attacking them. Yeah, see, I feel like we need to break this. We don't want to just go jump right down where that guy is, because when we walk down the stairs, we get killed. How are we going to do that?
A 10mm submachine gun, part of the strike team's gear. As a signature weapon, it's encoded to only operate for its assigned user.
So part of me thinks I need to use the gun to shoot this open. At the same time, I also kind of feel like that would make up too much noise and we get caught, right? But I don't know what else to do. And then there's all this water over here.
It's rusted stuck.
I tried using a few items on the grate and I couldn't, like, block
That won't
it.
fit.
But that makes me think I am supposed to clog it.
I wonder if anything's made a nest in there since they stopped using this place.
He didn't say, like, I don't know why I would do that. He said that won't fit, making me think I need to find something that does fit. What about the lighter?
That won't fit.
I think I've tried all my other
That
items, but I'm not sure.
That won't.
Yeah, that's everything we have. And then there's this hole up here. What can we do about that? Okay, there's still these crates. I don't know what to do with these. We can't really open them. Oh, he
That's
broke
one
it
way
open
of
with the
getting it
gun.
open.
Didn't expect that. Okay, cool.
It's empty except for all the packing material.
Well, there we go. Now we have some packing material. We can clog the drain, right? Well, if we can't shoot the gun, we might as well use it as a blunt object. So let's go ahead and take the packing material, clog the drain. That will fit.
I've stuffed the drain.
Okay, now is it going to start to flood? Yeah, looks like it's flooding. So now my guess is maybe it will weaken this giant crack and it will open up for us.
It's gonna get a whole lot wetter downstairs.
Okay, so maybe we don't need that to open up. We just needed to do that for a future puzzle. Maybe we can get more packing material, Hasifa. That would be cool to make a Molotov, right? Let's
There's
see.
nothing but packing material in here, and I've got as much as I want.
Oh, he still has some. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and try to put that in the whiskey bottle.
Huh. This takes me back.
Wow. All right. Usually you're not killing a bunch of people in adventure games, but this is interesting. Okay, so I guess we'll try to light it and drop it on this poor guy's head.
What a waste of good whiskey.
Oh, well, you got your drink. Jeez. That took care of it. I mean, effective solution. I like it. Not normal for point-and-click adventure games, but it's cool. Regis is just that kind of badass. Oh gosh, there's a guy right there. Oh, now he's getting dripped on. So we want to jolt gun him, right? Or jolt gun the water? Or the puddle? It looks like there's a wire going right here. Judging by the frequency and nature of the warning around the room, this machine must have been exceptionally hazardous to the human eye. I wonder if I turn this on, if it'll like electrocute him, because he's standing right there. Bold of you to assume you could avoid killing a bunch of people in the game, John. I mean, I think I finished Gris without any fatalities. That's a win, right? Okay, let's try to...
Target sighted.
Nah, we can't sneak back there. Dang it. I mean, in my defense, I'm getting killed way more than I'm doing the killing. I'm guessing if I try to jolt gun the water, it's going to be too far away. We'll get shot, but I just got to try it.
A big old jolt's not going to make it work.
Oh. Oh, I see it. Exposed wiring right there. A large gash has left much of the power cable exposed and uninsulated. Based on the track marks, you guess that someone was careless with the cutting laser. Oh, we need to turn that on. But I also feel like we need to distract him or something. How are we getting to this laser without him shooting us? And turning that on?
It's an industrial cutting laser. Looks like they had a little misfire.
So the laser is what actually destroyed the wire. If there was like a switch near me, that'd be perfect. Just to turn it on, you know? I don't see anything else. I'm just going to try to click on the industrial laser and see if he can activate it before getting shot.
Target sighted.
Not so much. What is that, number 7? 8? I lost track. Okay, I feel like we need something else before doing that. There might even be more stuff down the stairwell. I don't know.
It's a long way down.
Are we on 8? Oh, jeez.
I need to find a better way out than that.
So let's see what else is down here.
Okay, you're on the factory floor. There's an emergency access route to the sewers in the corner of the north wall.
Oh. I guess maybe I don't have to take care of that guy.
Sure, except it's locked.
What? This can't be right.
Yep, big padlock and everything. Any other ideas?
I'm afraid not. The crisis team's got the factory surrounded. That's your only route out.
Guess I need to find a way to get the lock off.
That sucks. If we could shoot the gun, but we can't. Okay, there's a control panel.
Looks like the manual controls for the manipulator arm.
That might be able to help us.
It's nothing like the drones and synths of today. Less personality, nothing to argue with. My kind of bot.
It's like what we have now, right?
This is where synthetics are born.
Oh, so this is creating more of those Terminators. Are we in Skynet? I feel like we're in Skynet. So this is a door to another part of the factory. Is that the door that we were looking at before?
That's the way back to the optics lab.
Wait, what's the way back? What is that even?
Not from here, I can't.
Oh, it's like a walkway. Okay. All right, let's try to activate this. Oh, here we go. Drive error. Error. Manual control locked. Please consult line supervisor for access. I don't have a line supervisor. So do we need to find some drives for this? Something to plug into it?
It's nothing like the drones and less personality. Are you kidding? If anything, that arm would pick me up.
Okay, so we can't interact with it directly.
Looks like the manual controls for the manipulator arm.
Drive error. Hey, let's clean it up. Is it oiled up properly?
I can't get it cleaner.
We can't clean it.
The claws are jammed too close together to hold it.
Oh, it looked like I was just about to put something in its hand.
The claws are jammed too...
Say, let's give it a gun.
The claws are...
I guess it's saying the claws are jammed because we haven't activated it yet. I gotta do that first.
This is where... Whatever this is, building a synth apparently takes a lot of them.
Oh, we got a disc. Maybe that's what it's missing. Let's try putting that in the control panel.
I can't figure that out.
That's the story of my life. I mean, it's usually when I give up. I can't figure that out. Oh, we could put it in there, though. Okay. That PhD brain. Can't figure that out.
It's nothing like the...
Oh, we can put it in there, but then we can take it back out. Now that it's in there, that doesn't change anything here, though. I don't think our traveler helps us with that kind of thing. You know what? Just for the heck of it, I didn't think about this before. Let's try calling Lau. I wonder if Max will answer, because the person we're talking to is not actually her.
I can't call Lau. Cell would immediately know where I'm hiding.
Ah, bummer. That would have been cool to find out, like, oh, it's not the right person. Okay, so this makes me think we do need to do something to that guy blocking that door and get more items for this area. Is he the supervisor? No, the supervisor would be like a worker here, funny thing. He's kind of like another, I guess, SWAT team kind of guy. He's just here to kill me, pretty much. Maybe we can do something from upstairs. We got the water going down there. It looks like it's wet enough. We just have to somehow turn it on. Was there anything else in here to interact with?
It's empty. There's nothing I can use in here.
Okay, we finished that.
It's gonna get a whole lot wetter downstairs. I haven't got the gear to fix it, or open it up some more.
Yeah, do we need to open up more? I don't know.
It won't fire for me. I can't get it cleaner.
That's what she said. Wait, which one was that? I think I missed the line you were referring to. Okay, let's... it's gotta be down there, right? I think we've pretty much picked up every item down. Ah, that's a good one. Nice. Yeah, I think we just need to turn on that machine. It's almost like we just need a distraction, right? But this guy doesn't pace back and forth. He is very set in his spot.
You still there?
I hear you.
Oh, we can ask a few more questions. How about that industrial laser?
That's one big laser they've got.
It's not on the production line. It was probably just used for prototyping.
Looks like someone made a real mess with it.
Probably didn't have time to fix it before the Aurora hit. Maybe it'd be useful if you could power it up again.
Yes, it would. How can I get there without getting shot? How about that manipulator arm?
It tells me it's locked.
Whoops.
What am I, tech support? Hang on a
I
second.
double-clicked that on
Yeah, the
accident.
system map says its master override is at the end of the production line.
Now I just need to find that, too.
Big double doors on the balcony overlooking the factory floor. Can't miss it.
How do we get up there, though? Okay, what about the padlock?
You didn't know about the lock on the sewer exit?
They must have put it in place when they launched the raid. No wonder they've got no patrols in the sewers.
Any ideas on getting it open?
For a lock that big, you're going to need something industrial scale.
We might be able to climb it. I did try just using it before, and he didn't try climbing, but maybe when I put something in the arm, that would help us. And what about these crisis team agents?
These armed men.
It must be difficult having to escape your own colleagues from Cell.
That's the thing. They're not Cell crisis team agents. They're equipped and armed like them, but they're not the real deal.
How can you be sure?
Central has other means of handling the possibility of rogue agents. Its actions are precise, surgical, even if not what we normally think of as moral. This whole thing is like a blunt instrument, a sledgehammer for a wasp.
Okay, so you don't think it's Central, but why aren't these men Cell?
If they were, this operation would have been a whole lot better planned. There'd be an ISO map of the building. They'd know exactly where I was to begin with. These guys can handle a weapon, but they're just geared up like a crisis team.
That's an interesting theory. I'll check some
Posers.
leads on that.
Plus, if If they were set, I'd have a much harder time doing what I need to escape.
You'd better get moving or a patrol might catch you.
Right.
Okay, I think we're all caught up. Yeah, there's nothing I can interact with until I get into the line of fire. So that's going to be tricky. Okay, let's try that arm again. So if I just try to climb it, what does he say now? Oh no, he takes that disc back. The metal disc.
A dull metal disc. I have no idea why it's needed in a synth's construction.
You know, I have an idea. I did try clicking up here. It says to the optics lab.
Not from here, I can't.
He said he can't reach it.
Not from here, I can't.
So yeah, we do need to find a way up there. I just thought about it though. This is a metal disc, very conductive, right? What if we can toss this in that puddle? Maybe we can set off that electricity, you know? It's a long shot, but maybe. I think it's better than what we have in our inventory. So let's try tossing it at the exposed wiring.
I can't figure that out.
Dang it.
I can't figure that out.
Well, never mind.
I can't figure that out.
Oh, there's an idea. Yeah, we can, because he says it's a dull metal disc, right?
A dull metal disc. I have no idea.
So if we shine
That's
it up.
brightened it up.
There we go. Now it's no longer dull. And we're done with the polish. Good. So we probably want to go back and put this with that arm now, right? So let's give it back to the arm. The only place we have been able to use it. Now, does that change anything here? Now we're still missing these. Drive error. Okay, was there something else I missed in here? We looked at the production line. That's where we got the disc.
It's nothing like the drones and synths of today. Less personality. Nothing to argue with. My kind of bot.
It's weird that we can take the metal disc out. That makes me think we're not ready to give it to it yet, you know? I tried yeeting it when it was dull, funny thing. I haven't done it since it's polished, although that shouldn't make a difference for the conductivity, I don't think. We can give it a shot. Let's try this. Let's try the water first.
I can't figure that out.
And the exposed wiring.
I can't figure that.
Or at the agent.
I can't figure that out.
Dang it. We drop it down this hole right here. Let me try to do that. Maybe we can't yeet it at him, but we can drop it down the hole. Is there a power button? That would be perfect. There is a power button, but it's kind of like in the back of the room. And anytime we try to walk over there, the guy shoots us. But maybe we can stick this disc down that hole.
I can't figure that out.
Dang it. That's worth a shot. And he can't shoot this.
It won't fire. The years of tarnish are gone. Now I can see my reflection in it.
Okay. What would that be useful for? We can see our reflection in it.
I can't figure that.
Guess we can't get it wet. Oh, to blind somebody. With the laser, maybe. Maybe we could reflect the laser for something, right? That might be what it's for. We can't access that laser yet, but I think we might be on the right track. Alright. So there's still the hole in the ceiling here. I don't know what the deal with that is. Was there anything back here we might need? Do you think we're on the right track, Chavo? There's still this little maintenance drone. I wish I could do something with him.
Nothing else in here looks like it'd work anymore.
Yeah, see, he's just busted.
One of the city's custodial drones. Someone must have hacked it and directed it up here. Lousy kids can't even do their own graffiti anymore without a bot's help.
If we can control that, I think all of our problems will be solved. And there's really not much else to interact in here anymore. There's the fire control.
The gauge says the tank's exhausted.
And we're out of paint. What's the deal with this picture? It just says, I don't want it. Okay, let's try going back down. I'm a little confused because we can put that metal disc in that mechanical arm. If it's going to be used for something in here, a lot of times games don't let you reuse items like that, you know? Sometimes they do, but it's generally rare. And the laser, unfortunately, is pointing the wrong way. If we could get the laser to point this way, we could reflect it off the disc.
I can't figure that out.
And here's the control panel. If I try to use it, we'll get shot.
Target sighted.
But that's pretty much what we have to do to electrocute him. Oh, you had a chat with your mom about some history tidbits. What kind of history, Janie? There's all these warnings. Probably about electrical problems. And laser problems. Anybody ever try to shine lasers in your eyes or at your friend's eyes? I remember trying to shine it at my friends all the time back in the day. What a stupid, dangerous thing to do. Oh, I haven't tried using the foam on the disc.
Stuff it with packing? Nah.
Dang it.
Stuff it with... It'd all just burn up in my hands.
Worth a shot.
Burning it. It'd all just burning.
Can we taser the metal disc?
A big old jolt's not gonna make it.
Dang it. Am I missing something in here? Is there another item that I haven't seen? There's warnings. The laser. Actually, this all just says industrial laser. I actually don't see any controls. I almost feel like we just have to turn this on remotely somehow. Could that computer have anything to do with it? I kind of doubt it, but I'm going to check the computer real quick. Let's see. So that one time 3 guys became Pope at the same time and excommunicated each other. Sounds like a power struggle. Or that one time the Pope didn't like the last Pope, so he exhumed his body and put it on trial. Whoa. That's crazy, Janie. I'd never heard that before. So you never did lasers, but I would like to see how long I could have the flashlight shine my eyes. I mean, depending on the flashlight, Girl Tomatoes, even that's probably pretty dangerous. I have this really cool green laser. It has all kinds of warnings on it. It probably will blind you if you're not careful, but if you have a dark room, when you beam it, you can see the entire laser, not just where it's going, but the actual beam, and it looks really cool. It does neat reflections and things. Dingo! How's it going, Dingo? It's good to see you. How was your weekend? What's new? Sounds like you had some fun work adventures, if your Discord message has anything to do with that. No bueno. No bueno. I hate dealing with public, you know? Customer's always right. But yeah, I'm going to check the computer, see if we can turn that laser on. Unfortunately, it looks like all we can do is look at the emails. Darn it. I really wish there was some other program on here. Whoa, 4,117 days since the last update. Oh, did I miss your other one? Or that time the Swiss army went to fight in Italy and 80 men came home with a... I mean, that's... Hopefully they didn't lose anybody, but when you gain somebody, that's even better, Janie. That's awesome. I never thought of clicking that. I thought that was just going to turn off the computer. Power control. Wait, what is this for? Power sequence. Are we going to turn on that laser? Man, I'm so glad I came back to this computer. Alright. There was something else in here too. Link to external device? Power control systems connected to the device Traveler.Regis personnel. System startup can now be enabled remotely.
Looks like I can control the factory's power from my Traveler now.
Nice. Man, I would have totally missed that. I'm glad that I came back here. Let's see. I always do. There's something always at my job. But speaking of jobs... Oh, you got another job, Dingo? Now wait, is this a replacement job? Or is this a second job? Are you going to be working 2 jobs at the same time? Yeah, I think now we can do the manipulator arm. At the very least, it should have power, right, Hasifa? Or when the Prussian king kidnapped tall people because he wanted his armies to be hella tall. I mean, that's a pretty sound strategy. Like, you got a big, all huge, tall army coming at you. It might be intimidation, you know? Not that they fight any better, but it looks more intimidating. Mental warfare. I like it. Ooh, before I go too much closer, I'm going to go ahead and save it. Just in case I electrocute myself and die doing this. His layer of combat gear makes it difficult to tell whether he survived the electrocution, but he certainly won't be getting in your way. So we may have killed him. Can we loot his body in the water? Might not be a good idea to touch him. There's a risk the current might come back on. Okay, so hold on. We can control that with our Traveler now, right? Activate factory power. Okay, let's oh, that's turning it back on. Oh, it's like a temporary thing. Okay. So I guess that message just says, don't even try looting that corpse. Look at this. All right, so power is offline, but we know how to turn it on. Select energy input. Maximum power. Well, look at the stuff it's going to power grade. So calibration, silicon wafer, stainless steel, aluminum, mild steel, plywood, titanium, boron epoxy, concrete. Let's just go with danger unsafe. I mean, I don't think there's any other choice, guys. Let's get a safe distance first. The game is like, John, don't do it. Kind of like when I was playing Half-Life Alyx, and it gave me like a big red skull if I tried to jump that way. What did I do? I tried to jump, fell to my death multiple times. Am I supposed to put this metal disc down somewhere? Hold on. Like, the laser's hitting this corner right here.
I can't figure that.
I don't know that I can actually put the laser down there.
I can't figure.
Okay, I was thinking, maybe we're supposed to do something with that. I don't think so. Alright, let's see what happens when we put this on full power. We're gonna die, aren't we? Ah, then we'll put that, now that we've polished it, we'll put that metal disc there. It will reflect the laser to the lock and break it open for us. I like it. Oh, so it's a second job, Dingo. Your good friend decided to come out to their parents that they were LGBTQ+, and their parents gave them 3 months to move out. Oh, no, Dingo. It's so sad to hear. What is wrong with people? Come on. So they decided to move into an apartment with them so they aren't homeless. So you got that second job to help pay bills. Dingo, kudos to you. That is awesome. You're a very good friend. Sucks that your good friend has garbage parents. Come on. What is wrong with them? Especially with everything going on right now. Like, even if you want to be a dumbass and not accept that, you don't kick someone out in the middle of a pandemic. Come on. Alright, so let's go put that... Wait, hold on, I haven't checked that door yet. I should check that first. I could have done it outside, that's true, Hasifa. I definitely could have done that safer. So am I... Oh, I'm on the top area now. Okay, so now we can walk into these large doors. Ah, crap, there's another one. Ooh, I think we could sneak by doing that. What's with these controls? Okay, let's... I'm trying to look for some kind of pattern. There's one empty. One... I want one that has two. 1, 2? That's good enough. Stealth Master, guys. Okay, what are we doing now? Oh, this is the arm power. Okay, we've unlocked it. I think we had to do this anyway. Wait, is that all that I had to do? Oh, control. Ah, we can switch this. Now we can go the other way. I was wondering, how am I getting back? Their parents are lower than scum. That really sucks. I can't even imagine, like, your parents. Supposed to love you unconditionally, you know? We got this, we got this. Those eels ain't got nothing on me. That is super heartless, right, Skywalker? Well, on the positive side, at least your good friend has, you know, gotten rid of some trash in their life, you know? Don't have to put too much more stock into that. That's not stealth at all. A conveyor belt just changing directions. Hey, it helped me out. Alright, so I think we're not done with the laser yet, but we have to put that wafer on that arm. Oh, you know what? I bet we needed to unlock it so we can move it to just the right place. Have you guys ever had relationships with somebody where it's like, this seems really sketch, but you haven't really given me a good reason to write you off? And then they do. You know, they do something absolutely terrible, and you're like, alright, cool. Now I don't have to worry about you anymore. Like, you've pretty much proven to me that I don't need to put any more effort into this, you know? It would not be worth my time. It's a weird bright side, but it is what it is. Why are these still locked down? Okay, at least we can turn that. Okay, I'm thinking it needs to be right here. If the laser comes from this hole, it comes down this way. It's gonna have to bounce right there. There, that seems right? The other way it was aimed where it would basically blast me in the face. Like me, John, behind the monitor. That's pretty much your relationship with your dad's whole side of the family, Phantasma? Oh my god. Family. You can't live with them, and it's considered murder if you kill them. It's just, what are you gonna do? I'm very lucky. Me and my family get along great. Andy's family's really cool too. Andy has some issues with some of them, but it's not terribly catastrophic, luckily. Oh, sorry, did I miss that, Dingo? Oh, you also adopted your friend. Not legally, but they are my child now. like in spirit, right, Dingo? That's really awesome. Yeah, sometimes you have to do that, Phantasma. I mean, especially with family, you want to try to mend things as well as you can, but you can't change people. People have to want to change. And if they're not going to be a good person and accept you for who you are, or whatever other differences you may have, sometimes you just have to move on. And it sucks, and maybe they'll come around and become a better person, but that's not up to you. Like, you're not the one in control of their life. Hey, Nate, what's going on? It's good to see you, buddy. Oh, yeah. Why did I come back up here? You're right, Hasifa. It's like I have a remote control. I want to be able to see it. Derp. Oh, and Skywalker, your family is amazing, and my wife's family is full of drama. I hate the negativity. Yeah, luckily my wife's family isn't any kind of drama. They've had other issues, but nothing terrible, so that's very nice. And they're all great to me. They love me, so thank goodness for that. I don't have any drama with any of Andy's family. All right, remote control. Let's turn on this power. All right, Nate, we're either gonna solve this puzzle. It's a complicated puzzle. I've probably died in this game, Nate, like 10 times now, at least. But I've also killed a few people. This is an interesting point-and-click game now. We're about to set off a laser to open up a lock. This has been a really cool puzzle. All right, hopefully we have the right power. Oh, it missed. Hold on. Okay, that wasn't quite there. Maybe that's the angle we want. I'm thinking that's the angle. And Phantasma, I'm a weird person in which the minute that drama happens or someone pisses you off, you can just cut them out and it isn't my problem. I mean, I'm kind of the same way, Phantasma. When I was younger, I could get upset with the drama and kind of more meaningless junk, you know, in life. But I don't know, I reached a point where it's just kind of like, I only worry about the things I can control. You know, the things are out of my control that I can't do anything about. I've just kind of learned not to stress over them. And it makes your life so much more stress-free. Yeah, we should... should we stand right here, Hasifa? That could be... Curiosity killed the cat. I have to try it. This would be really fun. I don't think it's going to affect us, but it would be really funny if it did. Come on, laser. This could be really gruesome. Oh, thank goodness. Just narrowly missed me. Wait. What if I stand right there? Just... Curiosity killed the John. Oh, system error. What? The subsystem prototyping laser has been disconnected from the grid. This may be a technical fault or an administrative setting. If you believe it should be an error, please contact your supervisor. I am trying to brutally murder myself. Why are you not allowing me to? I don't think he's gonna care. Dingo, you avoid drama like it's my job. Nice. I mean, that's always... And sometimes you can't help it. You know, things get you fired up, you get emotional, and that's just normal. That's life. But it is a good general practice to not sweat over the things you can't change. You know, like it's easy to get upset in traffic, but you're there. You know, you can't yell at the cars and they're magically going to go away. Just deal with it. You know, like there's certain things I've kind of learned, like it is what it is.
I'd better not be walking into an ambush.
I haven't let you down yet, have I?
There she is.
Regis!
It's good to see you in the flesh as well, Lau.
What do you mean, in the flesh?
You weren't the one sending messages through a transceiver in my head?
No, she wasn't.
No, I wasn't.
You thought I was her?
Well, it seemed like that.
Seemed like what? Who are you talking to?
Never mind.
I knew the voice wasn't the same person. Called it, right, Relentless? And Phantasma, your work is full of drama, so now you've just decided you're going to go do your job, interact with nobody in your department unless absolutely forced. I mean, yeah, that's all you're there to do is your job, right, Phantasma? And as long as it doesn't bug you that people might see you as like, God, why is she being so weird? Then it's fine. All right, so you got my message.
You found my message in the DNA.
Eventually. You could have been a little less abstruse.
I had to make sure you'd be the one to find it. Plus, if someone else did manage to get into it...
They'd probably think you meant to meet up where our first case was, rather than where you caught me the first time.
Looks like they found me anyway.
There's why. Looks like she downloaded an interceptor. Even I can see the signal coming off it.
Max, the voices say you've been bugged.
Uh-oh.
What? Wait a second. Nuke an interceptor.
Crap. Now they know where we are. Your work is pretty chill, Nate? most of the drama is just with the customers. That's perfect. Like, that's actually kind of fun. When your customers, at least when I used to work at Blockbuster, when the customers would come in super upset and just act like a bunch of kids and jerks, you deal with it. And then as soon as they're gone, oh, you just start laughing it up with your coworkers, right? And you start to have like inside jokes about all the different people that come in, because you know the troublemakers and whatnot. It kind of turns into a game. Shane, how's it going, dude? Welcome. How are you doing? And you cut out the toxic people and improves your life 100%. That's also why you love that you're working from home all in the fall. Nice. I wish I was working from home right now. I get along with all my coworkers. I just don't want to go into work. You know, it's like more chances to get COVID and cross-contamination and all that. So I'm hoping they come to their senses and they let us work maybe part of the week from home. You know, maybe just going once or twice a day. I'm really enjoying the game, Shane. It's got some good puzzles, and they're not like classic adventure game hard. They're just a good head scratcher kind of hard, if that makes sense. Like, none of these puzzles have I been like, that's complete. It's kind of like, that makes sense, you know? Sometimes I didn't figure out right away, but that's perfect. Yes, Hasifa, they all make logical sense. Yeah. Someone spit at you at a gas station? Why? Like, what possible reason would they have? Could they not pay? Like, was their credit card declined or something? Therapy, what's going on? Therapy, welcome. How are you doing? Okay, so can you get rid of the bug? Hopefully.
Can you disable it?
Easily, now that I know it's there. Okay, it's isolated.
I can confirm that. They won't be tracking her any further.
I have no idea when it started writing me. Must have been while I was investigating the murder at the plant lab.
It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Oh, and Nate, I guess I didn't give you quite enough information, but you were here at the end of the last stream, right, Nate? So remember, that guy was murdered, and Regis here says he didn't do it. He left a message to Max to meet us here, basically, letting her know the body was dead when he got there. So he was in this hideout, but a bunch of like SWAT members tracked us down here, and they were trying to get us. So we kind of snuck our way around this old warehouse, taking them out one by one. And now we're in the sewers, and we met up with Max. But there was a voice in our head, because we drank this drink that somebody dropped through a window that said, "Drink me." And we don't know who's talking to us, but whoever is that walkie-talkie in our head, they're kind of helping us. Eyes opening in progress. Is it coffee time therapy? Sounds like it's coffee time. They couldn't get their 10 cents off and they got mad. Wow. That's all, Phantasma? And they spit in your face? People could be such jerks. Okay. Let's ask her. Do you think I did it?
Be honest, Max. Do you think I did it?
Regis, I'm not the one you need to...
Do you think I did it?
If I didn't know you like I did, I might. After what Baxter did, nobody would blame you. Except Central. But after what you tried to do with the bomber last night...
What about it?
You tried to save his life, even though he'd come here intending to murder as many as he could.
It was the right thing to do.
I've worked with you long enough to know how you work, Regis. What Baxter did didn't drive you to revenge. It's motivated you to try and make the world a better place.
Oh my, yes. I had such a hard time. I haven't created it yet, but I isolated one of the oh my yeses as a sound clip. So I downloaded the video of it. I just need to turn it into like an MP3 or a WAV file and then upload it so we can set it up. But I'm almost there. Right, Skywalker? You spit in my face. You better know how to fight. And the best part of COVID so far is your job sent out a list of symptoms and said that if you have any of them, you're required not to come into work. Yeah, pretty much the same thing for me too. Half of the symptoms could be a woman on her period. So me and my friends are cackling at having 2 weeks off a month. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You know, it's getting a little bit warm in here. I had to close the door because Georgie was barking up a storm earlier. So let me go open the door real quick. I'll be right back. It's already in your frequently used? We've only had it for 1 day. Fresh air. Yeah, this is a small room, so with my computer going and all these lights on, it warms up pretty quick. Pretty dang quick. Let's see, Dingo, I feel like there is one worker that we can't tell if they are not very bright or purposely act that way. It's hard to explain what they do without being long. So short story, your boss is trying to get the numbers up so I can take you can take his position, and we can trade him to another store. So if he's not out of a job, but we are free of him. That's a win-win situation, Dingo. Well, not win for the other store, but it's a win for you guys. And he doesn't lose a job. That might be it, therapy. Twitch is just, they just know. They're like, we know this is going to get used a lot. All right, so what do you think we should do, Lau? I kind of want to, I trust Lau more than I trust this voice in my head. The voice helped me. Oh my, yes. But we don't really know who it is yet. So I still trust Lau more.
Thank you for your opinion, Max. You're probably thinking more clearly than I am right now. What do you think we ought to do next?
I guess turn yourself in isn't an option.
No.
Well, we need to see if we can find out who really did kill Baxter.
And why they've sent a strike team to hunt me down.
If I might interrupt your happy reunion, I believe I may be able to help.
Who
You
asked you?
can? How?
The voices again?
My organization is aware of links between this attack and Dr. Baxter's murder.
What? How?
I believe we must discuss this somewhere more secure. 1181 Shenley Boulevard, Southeast Network, 16th floor. Come around the back.
Is this a trap? Where are we going? Yeah, that will be that store's problem. Not my problem. Phantasma used to work with a guy who used to be an accountant. Then had a mental breakdown and could only push carts. Oh my gosh. That's intense. That poor dude. Hopefully he could get like therapy or something to kind of help him get out of that funk. I wonder what happened really. And grilled tomatoes, appreciate the lurk, dude. Okay. How can we trust you? I mean, do we have a choice? But I'm going to ask it anyway.
Wait, how do we know we aren't just walking into an ambush? Can we trust you?
Well, Charlie, I have just saved your life. Plus, we have information to put you on the right track.
All right, we'll come.
Leave Dr. Lau. Come alone.
No,
Pardon?
Lau comes too. She's the only one I know I can trust right now.
Aw.
Very well. See you soon, Charlie.
Oh, that was cute. Dr. Lau. Aww. This is chapter 7, I think. 24 years
Looks
earlier.
like Vargas pulled together quite a team.
Oh, are we gonna see what happened to his wife? I think I'm playing. Who am I? Oh, so there's Charlie. Okay, so I think we are Charlie's wife. I forget her name. Oh, he was in a mental hospital for a while. His caseworker helped him get the job, but he couldn't interact with people at all. You would just tell him what to do, and he'd say okay or yes, and then go do it and move on. That poor guy. And going from an accountant, like, that's a tough job. That requires so much math and so much critical thinking. I guess we'll talk to... I think this is our husband. Charlie looks uncomfortable. You can't blame him. It's not the kind of lab environment he's used to. Nobody's threatening his life. Aw.
Hello, Charlie. What was that for?
I'm not sure. I was just worried you weren't going to come.
Don't be silly. Of course I was gonna be here.
I know. I was just afraid.
Look how young he
Hey,
is.
there's no need to be afraid of anything here. Unlike your last job, there's no firing squad for motivation. I'm sorry, I didn't mean...
It's hard to believe all that's behind me. Not only do I have you to thank for getting me out of there, but getting me into this role as well.
All I did was mention you to Dr. Vargas. He knew what he needed and you fit the bill. Obviously, he knows talent when he sees it.
Hopefully he likes my work. He can't exactly go to the Texan warlords for a reference.
Well, that's a good sign. Now you're the one making jokes about it.
Texan warlords. Alright, so... Was it Vishka? Was that her name? I guess we don't have any inventory to check. So we just got our husband a job here. That's pretty cool. Here's Dr. Baxter. This is the one that allegedly kills her. And also, he's dead now. Allegedly, Charlie killed him, but didn't really. as far as we know. Dr. Baxter is apparently a workaholic, having gotten underway with the project even before having been briefed.
Hi there. I'm Dr. Pereira.
Yes.
I, thought I might get to know who I'm going to be working with.
Oh, right. Certainly. Adam Baxter.
You enjoying the, MRI scanner?
Ah, yes. Forgive me. It's just been some time since my last lab work. After the accident, no institution would take me.
What happened?
I feel as though I may wake up and have this dream of an assignment taken from me.
Don't worry. Dr. Vargas is an excellent judge of talent. I can guarantee that this isn't merely out of pity.
This is something of a last chance for me. We must succeed.
He sounds kind of like a mad scientist, doesn't he? Dr. Chigwa. Dr. Jung and Chigwa are in the midst of a fast-paced discussion. With their completely different fields, you reckon it's likely to do something outside of work. Talk to one of them.
You must be the famous Dr. Pereira I've been hearing so much about.
Famous?
The way Dr. Vargas has been going on, you must have been his star pupil.
I recognize her. We saw her before. She was at the growth place, wasn't she? Alright, I'm Vicky Pereira. Vicky, is that the name?
You're right. I'm Viksha Pereira.
Viksha.
Vicky. Dr. Vargas mentioned me?
Wouldn't shut up about you. Like you were Watson, Crick, and Einstein rolled into one.
Or more like Oppenheimer, perhaps.
Hey, what we did before isn't the key point. It's what we can do with the skills we've brought with us.
All right then, what's your field?
Organic computing, mostly. I studied under Dr. Vargas.
Ah, we've probably got some overlap then.
Not a problem. That is the same girl. That's what I thought. So, I like seeing how they basically de-aged everybody, made them look younger with the pixel art. It looks really cool. Let's ask about Jung.
You look familiar, Doctor.
Nina Jong, pleased to meet you. AI and synthetic awareness studies.
I remember. Dr. Vargas was a big fan of your work.
He's assembling his dream team. That's what you get with an absurdly huge grant. Not that I'm complaining.
And Chigwa?
And you are?
Dr. Zvidzai Chigwa. My friends call me Gwen. I was brought in from Bulawayo.
What was your field?
Embryonic baseline engineering.
She's a real artist, building new animals from scratch.
Angiosperms, mostly. Still not sure why I'm here. You got any idea what's going on?
That's like some Jurassic Park stuff. Creating animals from scratch. I mean, that's a kind of a cool idea in a way. Like, you know, if species have gone extinct, you have a way to bring them back so that, you know, they could still be on this planet and people can see them and learn about them and everything. But crazy, crazy ideas. Let's ask about the project. What are we doing here?
Come on, you're the only one of us who's met Vargas in person. Do you have any idea what's going on?
They don't know.
I couldn't help you, I'm afraid.
Aw, you're killing us.
You expect us to believe he didn't tell his star pupil.
Well, I might know. But I know how theatrical he can be. It'd mean a lot to him to be the one to reveal it.
Whatever it is, this is some impressive hardware they've got. That and the secrecy says government work to me.
I'll leave you to it.
Oh, there he is.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen.
We saw him too.
As you look around, you will see some of the finest scientific minds of this generation. These minds have at their disposal the most cutting-edge tools available to humankind. Newton has decided, like an increasing number of cities, to invest in AI management. But they want no mere computer to run traffic patterns and coordinate electricity grids. They have asked me for something infinitely more advanced. They have asked me for the future. I have selected you for this venture because I believe that together we can make this future. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Central Project.
They create that big AI that is kind of everywhere now, right?
This is the place Jinsel said to meet up at. Ugh, what a dump. The city just gets worse and worse every time I leave the Trance.
Now we're in a really bad place of town. And grilled tomatoes. So we were getting out of that kind of apartment building or whatever that was as the guy, and we did get past all those SWAT teams, and we met up with Max, and then it did flashback showing 24 years earlier, and it turns out that our wife who died and that Baxter guy, who's dead as well, like recently dead, were part of this, I guess, scientific project to create the Central, which is kind of, I guess, that big overarching computer that kind of controls all of Cell and monitors everything going on. Kind of like Skynet, I guess. Or the other thing, Dingo, mixing animals with genes of music. Or genres of music, sorry. Obviously, I don't know anything about that. Death metal, Dingo. Neon sign says, you are a cat. Wait, right here? That's amazing. Thank you, funny things. Yeah, I love those kind of things. Like, why? I love it. Like, why not? An expensive-looking car seems out of place in a neighborhood like this. It must be well protected if someone felt they could leave it on display. Like most cars you've ever seen outside of the Trance, it appears to be an auto drive, I guess, versus manual. Barely anyone bothers with manual controls anymore. Good riddance, in your opinion. I think auto drive isn't auto versus manual shifting. I think it means like it drives itself. Why would you say good riddance to manual controls? I'd love to be able to control a car. I'd love to have the option, though. Science. Let's see if she can tell what it says. Oh.
Ads for everything from sleazy bars to sex to cosmetics. Nothing I'd want, though. I feel like the whole neighborhood was designed to alienate me.
She didn't mention the cats. I'm disappointed.
I feel like the whole ads for everything from...
Okay, I think it's the same thing for all these signs. Oh, there's an antenna right here.
What's this aerial for?
Visitors from out of town.
Users connecting from other countries to the Trance Den's network?
Newton's a bit funny about who gets to log on sometimes.
So you figured you'd give them a hand by connecting them from abroad?
Exactly. Foreigners pay better.
He kind of looks like a bouncer, doesn't he? This is a Trance Den. So this is kind of like an internet cafe, I guess. People go in there, jack into the network, and just space out. Okay, is there anything else we need to look at here? I don't think so.
An underground trance den. People come here if they can't get online at home.
Yeah.
Kinda thought it looked slicker. Guess they're playing up the whole underground thing. Or maybe it's just as grimy as everywhere else in this part of town.
Have you guys ever been to a internet cafe? I think you might have been, funny things. I know they're really big in Asia. I've never been to one. I saw them when I was in Japan, but I never actually partaked. I mean, I imagined I'd have to change a whole bunch of settings to even understand anything in English to use them, but I didn't have a need to anyway. The venue's enormous bouncer glares at you with what you believe to be a lofty contempt, though you've never been that good at reading human expressions. That's also the story of my life. Most things just go way over my head. Oh, you used to go to them all the time in Spain. That's really cool, because your apartment didn't have Wi-Fi. That makes total sense, Phantasma. We don't have them in my town, but what people usually do if they need Wi-Fi, they go to a Starbucks or a coffee shop or some other food place that might have free Wi-Fi, and sometimes they will, buy a drink or whatever. Sometimes they'll just hang out in the parking lot and connect from there. And you got to be really close. Those are the people that try to get the best parking spaces, but some people do that.
Hey, no entry.
Why can't I go in?
Excuse me, I'm trying to get into the trance den.
And I'm stopping you.
What? Why?
Maybe I don't like the look of you. Maybe we're full. Either way, shove off.
Is it no shoes, no service kind of thing? What would it take to get in?
Come on, there must be something I can do to get in. What do I need to do?
Ha, we get that a lot. Some thrall drags themselves up here, says they'll do anything. Shows how desperate you people are.
I always like that term thrall. It's just, I don't know. I never heard it in this context really, but have you guys ever heard of a game called Myth? M-Y-T-H, not Myst, that puzzle game, but Myth was actually, it was the game that Bungie made before they made Halo. And it was a computer real-time strategy game. Kind of like Warcraft or something, but there was no bases. You would just get a set number of units and you had to fight with those guys until you won or lost. It was really cool at the time. And one of the basic units was called a thrall, so it made me think of that. Now see, a lot of people who go to internet cafes, funny thing. You personally haven't been, because I hate touching other people's keyboards. Funny thing, I've seen some really nasty keyboards at my work. I totally understand that thought. Okay, can I pay you to get in?
Can I pay to get in?
I don't know. Can you pay to get in? Exactly. You wouldn't be dressed up in Sconto blue overalls if you could. You ain't even got shoes.
I mean, he's not wrong. I got skills.
Maybe I could do something for you?
I like him skinny, but you look like you'd break a bone if someone looked at you too hard.
Ew.
You wouldn't believe how many greasy thralls try to get in that way, though.
What? No! Ew! No! I meant hacking!
City utilities did cut the water again.
Water supply. Before I go into that line of questioning, because I think that's going to end the conversation, I want to ask about that antenna.
What's with the antenna? The one under the neon lights?
Not everyone here is a local. Some people ain't lucky enough to live in a city like Newton.
International connections?
Exactly. People in Newton can join this hub through the net. Some states, they monitor the usual net connections, so they bounce the connection in via...
What are other countries monitoring for?
Greater Han likes to control the news and history. Concord is looking for anti-corporate opinion. Eurofed has strict definitions about what counts as acceptable entertainment.
That's barbaric.
Defeats the point of the net, doesn't it? But thanks to Pirate Net, they can never stop the signal.
This is pretty much what we deal with right now, isn't it? Like, China locks down so much stuff. Some places in Europe censor a lot of things. Like, it's kind of funny. It's just like, this is just real. Street terminal?
There's supposed to be a public terminal on the corner over there. I guess because of all the wires running from where it used to be into the cellar.
You reckon I know something about it? You think maybe I stole the terminal, and I'm now using it to run a pirated trance environment for profit?
Maybe?
Huh, you're pretty sharp.
Nice. It's like, oh crap, where's this going? How about your arm?
What's with your arm? It's all metal.
Lost it in the war. One of the wars. On biochem duty. Turned out that because of the shots they gave me, they couldn't just grow me a new one. Same reason I can't get wired either. Allergic to the stuff.
But you run a trance den.
Ain't that just the definition of irony? The arm's great, but the eyes they gave me ain't worth shit.
Let me let that thing settle down. Llama Cycle Raiders, welcome to John Cadia. How are you guys doing? Thank you so much for the raid, Llama Cycle. What were you guys playing? How's it going? And welcome. Thank you so much for dropping by. And Mishukis, is that how you say that? Let me know if I'm screwing that up. Welcome, Electro Llama. Another llama. That is awesome. Hold on, let me get over here and give you a shout out real quick. Unfortunately, oh, there we go. I was going to say, it usually mutes the game. I wasn't quite sure what that was going to do. Let's see. Make sure I get the right llama. There we go. You were working on Roller Coaster Tycoon. I got to ask, Llama Cycle. It seems like, not every time, but most times you do play Roller Coaster Tycoon. Is that like one of your favorite games of all time? I feel bad because I've never played it before. I don't know why, but that's just like a big gap in my gaming history. I played Theme Park before that game, which was also like a roller coaster kind of game. Not as in-depth, obviously, but it was also really cool. And X-Pants and Lemino. Hey guys, how's it going? I know, I've never played one. I played Theme Park, and then after that, I've played that new one that just came out very recently. What was it called? Planet Coaster, I think, and I really like that game too, but I never played Roller Coaster Tycoon. It is one of the best games of all time. Now, didn't they have another one after Roller Coaster Tycoon? I think I heard people didn't like it as much, but I'm not sure. Yeah, Theme Park is okay, but Roller Coaster Tycoon has a nice community. Theme Park, it was so cool at the time, but it's very dated and limited now, you know? It's definitely not nearly as in-depth with creating all these cool roller coasters on your own and everything. That's really neat. That's awesome, though. And it's cool that it has a big following still. I like it when a game keeps doing that. Oh, John, it's funny. You were just thinking of me today. Oh, really? So you were talking Warhammer 40k with a friend, and one of the key planets was called Cadia. That's funny, Shane. You know, it's what was I looking at before? I saw Arcadia in another game we were playing. Life is Strange. It like takes place in Arcadia Bane, and that's not where I got the name from. It's kind of a funny, kind of boring story. I don't know, but I originally wanted to call this channel John Cade, like arcade, but it was taken. So then I was trying to do variations on that name, and it's like Johncadia. I like how that sounds. I've heard of Arcadia from other places. It's actually a place in California. Oh, you're gonna go for a quick swim in the sea. Therapy Android, I almost totally forgot. You're on vacation. Enjoy your swim in the sea. We'll see you later, Therapy. But yeah, how funny is that? Acadia. I think it's Arcadia in California, but maybe it's Acadia. Maybe I have it wrong. I've never been to Acadia or Acadia National Park. And Nate, you bought the original one for your boyfriend on Steam, and he's so nice he played through it and completed almost all the levels. That's awesome. He's a gaming wizard, and I love it. Yeah, it seems like Roller Coaster Tycoon was a lot of people's childhood. It was my little brother's childhood. He loved that game. I just never tried it. Let's see. Yeah, it is a nice game. It has a good ring to it, and it's very memorable. I know, and people have like taken what I've done with this name, the Johncadia, and been super creative with it. Where we did the John Radia, they call it John Phalia. We have all kinds of different terms for things, you know? The Famcadia, it just works for everything. And it was one of the few good games on our school computers. And it pretty much works on everything, right? Roller Coaster Tycoon, because it's been around for so long. Hopefully it scales up with better graphics cards and whatnot so you can get better resolutions, but it probably works on a potato by now. Okay, Arcadia is in California. Acadia is in Maine. Oh, so that was where that game took place, right? Electro? Acadia Bay, was that what it was? Oh, what is Technobabylon? So, yeah, by the way, Ray, I'm terrible at introducing myself. I'm a variety streamer. I play a wide variety of single-player, story-focused games. That's kind of my main go-to. We're currently playing a point-and-click adventure game called Technobabylon. Imagine cyberpunk style, where we are playing a number of different characters. One of them is a cop who's being framed for murder. One of them is his partner that's trying to help him out. And then we're playing this girl right here who just seemed to get stuck in all this mess. She was really poor, just kind of living in a kind of like a, what would you call it? Like a welfare kind of apartment for people that just had no jobs and no money and government supplied. Oh, Pants, thank you so much for the follow. And then an explosion went off in her apartment that was actually caused by the cop character I mentioned earlier that we played, and she barely survived. They brought her into the cop station. She thinks that she's about to get killed by this guy because he didn't actually plant the bomb to kill her. He planted the bomb because somebody was blackmailing him. But anyway, she escaped, and now she's just trying to figure out what's happening. So it's a very complex story. Aw, thank you, Llama Cycle. Yeah, we have dogs for the follows, for the raids, and I have some new ones I want to create too. What on earth did I just see? That was actually, hold on real quick. That was my dog Gus in the middle right there, just running across the stream. So that's Jesse on the left, Gus in the middle, and Georgie on the right. And they make all different kinds of random appearances on stream. Sometimes they're jumping on my lap, sometimes they're on my futon, and I get to film them. All kinds. Oh my gosh! And another raid! Elegant Frost. Let me let them get through the commercial and ads and everything. Double raid hype. You've been on 3 raids tonight. OJ, what's going on, dude? Oh, and Mishukis. Let me know if I'm saying that right. I might be... No, Mishu likes. There we go. I missed that L. Mishu likes. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome, Raiders, to John Katie. Oh, there's another Jesse. How's it going, Elegant Frost? What were you playing? Let me give you a shout out real quick. We are currently playing a point-and-click adventure game called Technobabylon. Let's see. I almost went... You gotta type out more letters, John. I did EL tab, and it almost did the other llama. There we go. Breath of the Wild. Such a fantastic game. If you guys have not followed Elegant Frost and also Llama Cycle, be sure you guys do. They are awesome, folks. So how are you liking Breath of the Wild still? I've never streamed that game, but I played it when it first came out, and I just thought it was fantastic. It's a very different Zelda game. Like, the Zelda games for the longest time had the same formula, you know, where it's kind of like a Metroidvania in a way, where you go to a dungeon, you get a new ability, you beat the boss with the ability, then you use the new ability to get someplace you couldn't get to before. You kind of rinse and repeat. Breath of the Wild is totally different, totally open. It's kind of more like the original Zelda in that way. So you love being able to just throw weapons at stuff. I almost never did that until later on in the game because I was always breaking weapons. I felt like I needed them. It's like a breath of fresh air, isn't it? But that's cool. I'm glad you're liking it. Yeah, that was the game I pretty much bought the Switch for originally. Okay, so what we're doing right now is we are trying to talk this bouncer into letting us into this internet cafe, basically. He's not letting us in, so we have to convince him that we can maybe do a job for him, maybe do some hacking, and he'll let us in there. So let's ask him about the water supply. Oh, Masked Trash 22, thank you for the follow. That was Jesse running by right there. They happen so fast. I need to slow down those videos so you guys can see the dogs a little bit more. That's like normal speed. That's actually how fast she ran into the room and jumped on my futon, which I green screened out. I need to slow them down a little bit so you guys can appreciate them a little bit more. Let's see. Oh, you beat the one Divine V so far and did the Shrine Island today. The one that gets rid of all your stuff. Oh, I remember that one. That was tricky. That's cool. Are you planning on doing all the beasts? Because one kind of cool thing is you can do as much or as little as you want to. I mean, of course, you probably want to experience it all, but you can go straight for Ganon and not do any of them. Of course, it's going to be much harder, but it could be done. Okay, let's ask about the water supply.
What happened to the water?
Bills weren't being paid. I needed all my quanta to pay off the bookies after Pakistan lost last month's game.
Gambling debts?
Hey, like you're in a position to judge anyone. Thrall. Anyway, Central Utilities shut down the water. Now we can't grow any more wetware.
So he's going to ask us to get the power or water turned on again. You wanted to follow just to see the pupper on screen, but I followed a long time ago. Well, when you raided, that actually sets off a video that has all of the dogs running around like crazy. The problem with all raid alerts, though, is unless you're subbed to the channel, you usually don't get to see them. You know, you have to watch like a 20 to 40 second ad. By the time you get past that, the raid alerts are done. So it's always kind of funny. Like I see the raid and I'm like, okay, John, you gotta wait like 30 seconds for people to start talking. And then you do your, hellos and everything. Thrall makes you think of Destiny. You know, Skywalker, how many of you guys like Destiny? I don't have the greatest opinion of Destiny, but I also have not played it recently. I played Destiny when it first came out on the PS4 in like 2014, maybe 2015. I forget what year it came out. It was fine, but like it was very bare bones and there wasn't much in it. So I completed the campaign. I didn't do grinding or any of that kind of stuff. There was hardly any PvP. I pretty much did that and walked away thinking like, it's okay. But they've added so much to it. It's probably like a fantastic experience now. I have never gone back to it. Never played Destiny 2. Now, so your motto with most games is do as much side stuff as I can until it's not fun and then finish. That's kind of what I do, Elegant. I'm actually very similarly. Or you can use uBlock Origin and block the ads, but you didn't hear that from me. Shh. Nice. Pants, I am fat and sweaty in Destiny. I'm getting fat and sweaty just playing this game. It's warm in here. So you haven't played or watched any gameplay, so I can't really say you have an opinion. It's from the people that play, whatchamacallit, or that made Halo. Not Halo 4 and 5 and Infinite, but Halos 1, 2, and 3 and Reach, I think. They made Destiny. So it feels great. Like the motion and the shooting and everything is real tight. I like how everything controls. The story was kind of non-existent, at least in the original vanilla version. And there just wasn't a whole lot of content. And Leninimo, I think I got that right. You don't understand this point. Why is everyone talking about Twitch ads? I've never encountered one. Are you using that uBlock trick? Nice. Okay, so what can I do to help you with your water problem, Mr. Bouncer?
What do you want me to do about the water supply? I'm a hacker, not a plumber.
The flow's controlled by a terminal in the sewer. I want you to breach it and get my water back.
Oh, could be a country of origin thing. So wait, do you just not get any ads at all, Len? That'd be awesome. I get ads all the time. Yeah, and it started off rough, but now they're going in the right direction. Once they got away from Activision, right? I'm guessing once they got away from Activision, Now they can have total control, do whatever they want. Oh, in Hong Kong you don't have it. Well, welcome from Hong Kong. Which, speaking of which, can you read what that says? Somebody told me in my chat, but I just thought it was really funny. It's great having people from all over the world, because when I see non-English text, usually we have someone in here that can translate. And if you want to play Destiny 2 for any length of time, you're in it for grinding with friends. The story content you can get through in 1 or 2 sittings. That was kind of my problem, Shane. I wasn't playing it with any friends. I was just going to experience the story and check out. And the game didn't really have any story. So it's like, that was not the game for me. But that's okay. I mean, some people love it. It's basically an MMO with guns at this point. So what is this place?
This place looks like a dump.
You're one to talk, girl. Bet yours is worse.
Yeah.
So what happens here?
It's
Touché.
a trance den. People come here to hook up.
I always do it at home. Did do it at home.
People can't always do it there, though. Maybe their partner don't want them doing it no more. Maybe there's some thrall who promised their probation officer they'd stay clean.
So you're selling privacy.
Bingo. You don't need to be pretty. Once you're in the machine, you don't care about how it looks.
Yeah. It's like VR, you know? You have a crappy looking VR headset. Once it's on your head, you don't even notice. It doesn't matter. Okay, so you don't trance?
So you're not wired? You can't connect?
Nope. Been allergic to neural wiring since the war.
This seems like a strange thing to be doing then, running a trance den. You can't even experience the world you've built for these people.
Means I can't get addicted to it either. Best kind of insurance.
It's like a drug dealer. You never, not saying from experience, just what I hear in movies and stuff, you always deal, never partake. That's the dangerous part. And Hasifa, with a theme park roller coaster tycoon talk, there is an open source engine of Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 that supports up to 4K. See, that's what I was kind of thinking, Hasifa. Since it has such a big community still, I imagine it's been updated or remastered, but it sounds like if it's an open source engine, they've just been keeping it up themselves. Aw, thank you for the follow, Len. There's Gus right there that you guys were talking about. Depending on when you follow, you get a random dog that shows up on screen. Thou shalt not get high on thy own supply. There you go. I like that. Gus is a tank. We love Gus. He's probably the most rare dog to see on stream. He's not a lap dog. He's not really a cuddler. Sometimes I catch him on the futon and I get to show him off on camera, but Jesse or Georgie, they'll jump in my lap sometimes. So what did you want me to do? Still no ads. I am jealous, Len. I am jealous. I guess I could VPN so it looks like I'm coming from China and then I wouldn't get ads. I don't know. Would that even work? The way China blocks stuff off? I'm not sure.
What was it you wanted me to do again?
Will that trancing fry your memory? Find the city utilities terminal in the sewer and get my water running again.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Go on, get moving.
We're going to the sewer. That's where the other characters are. Can't you hack the water yourself? I know he can't, because he's not connected.
Why don't you hack the water yourself? You haven't got my skills?
You think a lot of yourself, don't you? I ain't wired. Can't breach systems like that on the go.
Ah, that makes sense.
Also means I got deniability if they just catch some thrall messing around with it. No, officer. I didn't have nothing to do with it.
That makes sense, you know? He couldn't have done it, right? And the Destiny 2 story has improved greatly, and the next season can be amazing if they do it right. If they do it right. What's funny, Skywalker, is when
Quit hanging around.
When I played
all right, I'm
Destiny,
going.
your little robot helper, I can't think of his name in the first game. He was still Peter Dinklage. And then later on down the line, they patched Dinklage out and they put, what's his name? Was it Nathan Fillion? Or was it the guy that plays, what is his name? Uncharted. Drake? I can't think of the actor's name. It has. Oh my gosh, it is already 9:30. Time flies. Nolan North. Thank you, Pants. Okay, so we have to get to the sewers. We just kind of appeared here. I'm not sure where we can go. Can we walk past him this direction? I don't really see an entrance. And we can't go that direction. Where do you want me to go, game? Gonna head off. Have a great stream. Thank you again so much, Llama, for the raid and hanging out. It's always good to see you. You get some good sleep. I totally know how that is when I end my stream. It's pretty much because I need to go to sleep too. So yeah, you take care. Have a good one. Nobody talks about Nolan South anymore. There is probably a Nolan South. What would be cooler is if he was a voice actor in the gaming industry. Okay, so there's an antenna right here. Are we supposed to hook into that? Let me see if I can use my wetware to connect to that.
The wetware won't form a connection with it.
No, we can't do that. Okay. He said we need to go into the sewers, but like I don't see anywhere to go. There's signs, there's the car. Oh, is the sewer underneath the car? Like, is there like a manhole?
Warning, warning. You are too close to the vehicle.
Sorry.
Please step away from the vehicle.
Jeez.
This message has been a product of Sentinel security systems.
I just need to get under there. That kind of looked like Hot Topic to me too when I saw that, yeah. Maybe we can hack the car? I'm gonna try. Hey, there we go. We just need it to move. Oh, we're gonna wreck this thing, aren't we? Let's go about 140 miles an hour that direction. What do you guys think? Should we do that, or should we do something more manageable? Something that won't cause how many fatalities? Who knows? Janie, do it. Grilled tomato. I hated that way more than I should have. It's like an alarm clock, right? Go fast. Got to go fast. Sonic the Hedgehog taught me everything I know. All right, let's go. Which way is the front? I'm not even sure. Wait for someone in front of the car. I actually tried to kill myself with a laser earlier. It didn't work. Let's try drive. And then what do I do? Exit? Charge, speed. Oh, there we go. That's great. I mean, I could have gone one of two ways, right? Gotta loot the corpse.
A car repair tool? Probably what they claim it's for, at least.
Hey, we got a crowbar. It's going to need a little work done. That's amazing. John. Bale. You're feeling something like Watch Dogs? Are you guys excited? And you also, Len, for the new Watch Dogs game? I think it's coming out this year. The one where you can kind of like take control of everybody. Like you can recruit like grandma just walking around the streets to become like a hacker, and I don't know if you fight with grandma, I don't know, but it seemed like you could play anybody. Legion, that's it. Thank you, Hazifa. It seemed like a cool idea. Okay, let's try the crowbar on the manhole. Let's go find where we can connect to that water supply. Never mind, I guess we're not really in the sewers, it's just right here. I thought we were going to be looking around.
A steel grate, as rusted as everything else down here. Looks like it covers the access to another shaft.
Okay, so we might be able to access more stuff down here. The panel bears the two-barreled emblem of centralized government. Beneath this, a warning to unauthorized users of those not from the utilities office. So basically a warning to me. John wants to fight with a grandma. You heard it here first. I want to fight as a grandma. Like you get to control the grandma. And Grilled, you weren't planning on playing the game, but I want a grandma hacker on my team. Hell yeah. That's what they showed in the trailer, I remember. That's kind of novel. Let's see. Not so hype, Len. More of a simulation game type. So what kind of games do you play when you say simulation? Like Roller Coaster Tycoon, that kind of thing? I have a coworker that loves those kind of games. I don't stream them typically. I mostly like to do the story-focused games, but I do play simulation games on my free time. All right, let's get in here.
It's old and rusty, but still locked.
Oh, it's locked. City Skylines. I have played that. That's a great one. Grandma Battle. Coming soon for PS5, Switch, and Sega Saturn. Shane, do you have a Sega Saturn? I don't know how I got it. Well, I mean, I know how I got it, but I don't know why I got it. But my parents bought me a Sega Saturn at release. I think I saved up some money, but they helped me out. That thing was so expensive. It was like $400 in like 1995. That's probably more than what the PS5 is going to cost, you know? Oh, did I miss one, Janie? Sorry. Grandma fight. Round one. Dana versus Eva. Ding, ding, ding. You're not sure you've ever seen a Saturn. It's actually, I mean, definitely Google some pictures if you've never seen what it looks like. I think it's a good looking system, like still. I think it looks better than the PlayStation. It looks better than the N64. It was huge. Like it was a chonker, you know, it was beefy. It had a cartridge slot that was hardly ever used for anything. It was primarily a CD-based system. The controllers kind of sucked. I think the Japanese ones were better, but the American controllers were kind of uncomfortable and had weird angles. But it had 6 buttons on the front, which is good for fighting games and that kind of thing. But the mouse buttons, or sorry, no, the shoulder buttons, they were basically like mouse buttons. Like they felt terrible. They clicked. I don't know. It was weird. Okay, let's see if we can unlock this with the crowbar. Ta-da! Invalid user. Warning. Unauthorized user of City of Newton Utilities Terminal carries a penalty of fine, imprisonment, or reconditioning. That's the scariest one right there. Reconditioning. Grandma Battle is a remake of the Nintendo fighting game ARMS. It's called Gumps. Ew! Could you imagine? That'd be so gross. They could call it like just Walker. So you have a bunch of elderly people just like swinging their walkers at each other, trying to knock each other over. Make it like one of those weird physics-based like fighting games. What was that one called? Gang Beasts. Have you guys played Gang Beasts? Make it kind of like that, but with old people. Sega definitely had some cool console design, but yeah, never a big fan of their controllers though. I thought the Genesis controller was pretty good, especially the 6-button one, but other than that, not so much my favorite controllers. And you always thought the buttons on the Genesis controller felt a little too loose. I could probably see that. Yeah, I mean, I haven't used a real controller in a while, but I could see that. Reconditioning gives you Welcome to Night Vale vibes, because if you break the law there, you will be re-educated. Yeah, sounds exactly the same. See, right, Grilled Tomato? It's just, it sells itself. If you've never played Gang Beasts, it's a funny game. There's a new game, not like Gang Beasts exactly, but it's everywhere in the news right now. It's kind of like a battle royale sort of game, but you're just trying to get, I think, from like one part of the map to the other, and you're racing against a bunch of other players. Fall Guys. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. It seems kind of fun. I don't know. I was tempted to try it out, but it doesn't have split screen. I wish I had some kind of split screen so I could play with my wife locally. I guess I'd have to buy 2 copies of the game, which not impossible, but annoying. It's like Wipeout or Takeshi's Castle Battle. Nice. Whoa, this is a lot of stuff. What am I doing here? Hazard list. Notification from centralized utilities. A number of... I heard somebody running in the hallway. I think my wife is messing with me. A number of toxic, destructive, and otherwise hazardous substances have been detected in the city's water supply. The quantities measured are unacceptable. Please download the latest priority list and calibrate your equipment appropriately. Ew, so don't drink that water. Okay, so we just got the hazardous substance index. Let's take a look at that.
The city's list of current hazardous chemicals to watch out for in the water supply. It's got chemical markers, formulas, and breakdowns for programming scanning tools with what they're looking for.
Whoa, this is getting involved. Safe level would be 5 parts per billion. We found 11 parts per billion. Gonna switch up to the laptop. Were you on mobile before, Skywalker? Whenever people say they're switching, I'm always curious what they were using before. Source, factory discharge. There's some weird junk coming from a nearby factory. Sulfuric acid, odor threshold, 1 milligram per cubic meter. Source, acid rain. Well, can't really stop that, can you? Estrogen. Way too much estrogen here, guys. He's still running around like a psychopath. Safe level. She says, I'm not a psychopath. What are you doing, baby? All right, I think she ran away. Safe level, 11 parts per billion. Identified 28.8. That's a lot. Plastic disposal. Wait. Plastic have estrogen? Oh, you've been talking about getting that new phone, Relentless. Nice. Oh, I'm so excited. That'll be so cool. Nice. Sunday. Granny Showdown. Right here at John Cadia. Blanche takes on Dorothy, the Crusher. Wait, wasn't that Golden Girls, Blanche and Dorothy? Be there, be there. It sounds like a monster truck rally kind of thing. We'll give you the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. That is some advertisement, Dingo. If I ever need to advertise a stream somewhere, I'm hitting you up. Maybe you can help me make the channel trailer. I still haven't done that. I should have a long time ago. I've just been lazy. I already looked at this. Oh, it's repeating the same ones over and over. So what am I supposed to gather from this? Oh, you're creating a roller coaster tycoon scenario. Nice. Now, did you jump into that game recently, Len, or have you been playing it since like it first came out? Did I just turn everything to on? Water supply re-enabled. Wait. Did I win? Is that all I was supposed to do? I thought it was going to be some weird complicated thing I had to look through all that for. Okay, before we go, let me see if I can get into this grate. I don't know why. I just want to check this out. That's exactly what it's like. What is going on here? Oh, I think this is the trance room. I think we just snuck in here. There's a bunch of wetware here. I think that was one of the first ones, funny thing. It's like between 1 and 3. I'm not sure which one it is. Hey, welcome back, Skywalker. Now with less lag. It always seems like mobile introduces more lag than laptop or desktop.
Looks like they're growing their own wetware down here as well. I guess it's so warm and damp. The pirated cultures must love it.
So now they have water, they should be able to grow these again. Oh, the first one is brutal.
Nah, mine's fresher. Besides, everyone else will have been sticking their fingers in that stuff.
Gross. Especially nowadays, right? Yeah, why didn't it let you do your third one? Funny thing, I'm not sure why. Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's limited to only mods. No, it just worked for funny thing. Okay, I know mods can create them. I was hoping everybody could retrieve them. Where is that? I think I won. It's around there. It must be a cooldown. That makes sense.
Looks like he's made himself comfortable. He's enhancing his experience with a side of intravenous drugs. The IV bag says it's epinephrine.
Epinephrine. We know that from this game.
A public access terminal covered in other people's wetware. From the cables running up the stairs, I guess it's been liberated off the street.
Wetware just kind of sounds gross, doesn't it? Nice. Auto-tune John. Perfect. Ready, set? 5 minutes starting now. Alright, so just totally normal John Katie here. I'm not talking any different. Not at all. Let me sing that. I think we will just grab the middle tier and give it a straight D. How many weird sexual innuendos do we get from Action 52? That game was a gold mine for quotes. It was ridiculous. Okay, let's check out this trance user.
She looks so starved and ragged. It's people like her that give trancers a bad rep.
Well, I mean, you're not looking that healthy either. I'm assuming you've been living off of slop, right? There it is, number 6. Nice. Wow, I thought it was like one of the first ones, you know?
One of the trancers is spread out on the foam mat on the floor, underneath all the rusty water pipes.
I'm pretty sure that number 6 quote was from Action 52. I think it was. Pants, this is literally the best thing. We have a few random things like this. We do auto-tuning, we do ASMR, and you guys can also request just to shut me up for 5 minutes where I have to do everything through facial expressions and pointing and stuff. I can't actually talk. Or emote-only mode, we also do that. Alright, I guess we should just jack into this terminal.
I can't reach any of its control surfaces. There's a centimeter-thick layer of other people's wetware covering its surface.
Ew. Whoa.
A public access terminal covered in other people's wetware. From the cables running up the stairs, I guess it's been liberated off the street.
So it has so much junk on it, we can't even, like, put our wetware on it? Yes, Lynn, that absolute rubbish game. We played every single one of those 52 games. That I could get to work. There was at least 2 or 3 that just didn't start at all, but we played the rest of them. I feel like I want my whole life to be auto-tuned. I want to be T-Pain. Hey, there's worse things to be, for sure. I'm gonna try to connect it. Oh, maybe we can try the crowbar. Can we get the other wetware off? The crowbar fixes everything, guys. This is like Half-Life. There we go. Was he auto-tuned at all, Squire? Because it might not have been the real T-Pain. I'm just kidding. That was a nice little break. Now back to the killing. Okay, so now that we're connected, I think I can go in here to Trance. Look at this. This reminds me of this VR game. I've never played it, but I've heard of it. I think it's called VR Chat, where everybody brings their own avatars into the VR, and you all pick these weird characters, kind of like this. Spark Wings, new user 1, Mosin Nugget, and Gandorf. I gotta talk to Gandorf here. A floating head waits in line for the games. His choice of non-humanoid avatar is probably some kind of symbolic self-expression. Nate, I relate to new user 1. I am at Tomorrowland and Disneyland. Kind of. Yeah, very futuristic, right, Len? Which, by the way, have you been to the Disneyland in China? Len, I've seen videos of some of the rides, and it looks amazing. Like, I live in California, so I've been to Disneyland many times, but California Disneyland, like the classic rides, have been around since like the 60s or something. Maybe before the 50s, I don't know. But in China, they're all like brand new with the new technology and new special effects. I would love to see those. Oh, okay, not actually in, or you live in Hong Kong and it's in Shanghai, right? Oh, you do have a Disneyland there. Girl Tomato, you have I have a broken window, crowbar, broken bed, crowbar, have a broken heart, crowbar. I mean, it could work, right? Oh, you don't need to go to Shanghai. Is the one where close to you, Len, also close? Or not close, is it also new? Like, I think the one in Shanghai was built like in the last 10 years or maybe 6 years or something, I'm not sure. Disclaimer, don't smash your ex with a crowbar unless it's self-defense. Okay, so it's an older one. I was thinking more the Shanghai one looked really cool, just because everything was brand new, you know? Like, I saw videos of Pirates of the Caribbean. It looked nothing like the one I've seen, which I would love to experience, but I'm not going there anytime soon.
Hi there.
What?
He doesn't sound very friendly. What's going on?
What's up?
If you must know, I'm partaking in the digital experience. Apparently, more vivaciously than you.
How do you figure? You're just standing, floating there.
Hey, shut up!
You're ahead.
You're ahead.
Very astute. And you're behind.
No, I mean, you're just a floating head. Why are you just a floating head?
Because unlike some people, I'm choosing to take the trance to its full potential. We can look like whatever we want. But some people just look like people.
Like me?
Ooh, human body, 2 legs, 2 arms. How original.
I like having legs.
Yeah, it's so limited though. Realists like you have no imagination.
Hey, who are you calling a realist?
This guy's an elitist, isn't he? I know, no more autotune. Oh, so the Hong Kong one opened in 2005. How do you like that Disneyland, by the way? I'd be going for full octopus body. I've never played this game, but have you guys ever played Octodad? Just made me think of that. It looks like a really funny game. It might be a good one to stream, just with how goofy the physics are, but I've never played it. So what are you waiting for?
What's the line for?
If you must know, I'm waiting for a slot to open up in the games. I'm first, though. You hear me?
Sure.
There are social conventions that must be followed.
Are the games any good?
Would I be waiting here if they weren't?
It's like he's trying to get into an arcade or something. Octodad, yes. So 1 hour metro or 8 hours versus high-speed rail. Dang. That's a long time to be on a high-speed train. Oh, and the Hong Kong Disneyland is small. You know what, Len? I bet that your Hong Kong Disneyland is like my Disneyland, and maybe the Shanghai one is more like Disney World, which is in Florida in the United States. That one's much bigger. It's actually in multiple parks. Is it a lot of fun, Pants? And I don't know if it's fun solo, but couch co-op is fantastic. Yeah, you can like share a controller, can't you? Like I'm sure you could use 2 controllers, but I think you could just play with 1 controller and try to play the game that way. Okay, so you come here often?
Is this one of your usual trance spots?
Yeah, it's acceptable most of the time. Mostly because I'm not being bothered by inane questions from plebes.
It looked a little dirty outside to me.
Yeah, I know, it's disgusting.
That a problem?
No, I got my usual spot to crash under the pipes. It's the cleanest place in the den.
Ew.
Lousy.
And it has a good theme song too. I love video game soundtracks. I actually have a lot of soundtracks in my playlists of games I've never played. I just heard they had good music, I listened to it, and I'm like, yep, I'm gonna listen to this. Like Child of Light. Never played the game, but the music is so good. Can I skip ahead?
Can I get cuts?
What? Are you crazy? No, you cannot go ahead of me. I was here first. That is not how lines work.
Oh, so you do have all the classic rides at Anaheim, but some others that are original. See, I'd love to see the original rides, Len. So Octodad Co-op is people per limb. Oh, so you can have more than 2 people? Can 8 people play Octodad at once? That'd be crazy. Did he just speak enchantment table? What are these dancers doing?
What's with the dancers?
I know, they're awful people. They come up here from the bars, spilling vodka all over the sim. Dirty, dirty people.
Whoa.
Remind me, what are you here for?
What? Something wrong with your Gibson? It's the games. I'm here for the games.
I'm here for the
front
games
of the line.
too.
Front of the line.
You're front of the line. I see.
And don't you forget it. That next slot is mine.
So we're gonna have to distract him or something. Yeah, they're just vibing. Leave them alone. Oh, you can play 4 players. Okay.
Ciao.
Fine, fine.
You know, I really like to play Overcooked with 2 players. 4 players is funny, but also kind of frustrating. Overcooked almost gets to be too much to deal with 4 people. 2 people I think is like perfect. But I've also never done a full playthrough 4 players, just a few levels here and there.
Hi there.
It's like herding cats. It's just difficult. Well, this guy doesn't chat.
Looks like they're having fun. Hi there.
I like this one. His head's way down here. He has a stick and a hat on it. That's pretty cool.
Looks like they're having fun.
I don't even know if I can talk to these dancers.
Hi there.
Yeah, they don't
Hi there.
respond. Things get hectic at 4 players. Yes, they do. Is 3 perfect for that game? Oh, we can go downstairs. This is kind of... Oh, I recognize this person. Remember? This is another hacker that helped us out earlier. Jinsil sits in the bar area awaiting your news. Despite the getup, she looks no more conspicuous than anyone else would in an environment like this.
Salam, Mandela. I trust you made it here without too much difficulty.
That's funny. That's how we all sound. We're all kind of talking like this through our mask, and that's kind of how she sounds right now. So it fits in with reality. It was a challenge. I'm not gonna lie. I got stuck on that scene.
There's a whole lot of reasons I stayed in trance. I must have seen more of this city in the last few hours than I had in years.
Hopefully we can work together to resolve both of our troubles.
You said you knew more about the guy who tried to kill me. You and your Jilly, Holly...
Jahilia. In fact, there's been a breakthrough since we last spoke. Unfortunately, security is still an issue.
Ruh-roh. Yeah, see, 4 is stressful as heck, but some maps are just unfairly difficult with only 2. Oh, you mean in Overcooked? Also, for what it's worth, T-Pain just came up in my recommended live chat. That freaks me out, Pants, because it's your phone listening to or your microphone on your computer. Just like, you ever have that where you never search for something, but you talk to a friend about it, and then your phone or next time you get on your computer, they're like, hey, did you need to buy some pants? It's like, how would you know that? Quit listening to me. NSA, NSA. So what do you need?
It's a public server in a den. I guess anyone could be in here, even other cell agents.
Yeah.
It is good to see you understand the value of privacy.
I don't need anyone else finding out where I am. What do you need?
Jahilia's hackers have managed to block any further connections to this server. You must now help us in clearing out any remaining users.
Oh, we have to get everybody out of here. Okay. Can't you do it? I'm so lazy.
Why can't you do it? You've obviously got hackers. Get them on it.
Unfortunately, our teams have done all that they can in blocking the ports. Those remaining in the server must be persuaded to leave.
Can't you just tell me now? There can't be many people left.
We must be absolutely sure of our seclusion. Please, do this for us, and we may share all we've learned.
Fine, I'll get rid of them. Don't get used to having me around, though. Once this whole nuked up mess is sorted out, I am never leaving the trance again.
I mean, you need food and stuff, right? Hey, welcome back, Therapy. How was your swim? Now see, at work, Nate, you have to have your phones with you so you can Google books for customers, which is nice because it makes your job easier. Downside is, I get a lot of Nora Roberts recommendations. Even if, I guess because you actually are searching for them too, right? Like, actually going on Google and looking for that stuff. Let's see, we all have an NSA agent assigned to us. Obviously, mine's name is Craig. He helps me decide left or right swipes on Tinder. So Pants, we actually have a Craig in the stream. I don't know if he's here right now. He was here earlier. That might be your Craig. Swim woke me up better than coffee. Oh, I bet it did. Was the water really cold? Now, so you bought a magic access? What's a magic access? Is that, are we still talking Disneyland or is that something else? Let's see. People will be like, which Nora Roberts book came out first? So I have to Google that. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. It is Disney. That's really expensive. At least in California, if you get like a year-long pass, annual pass, oh, I think it's like $1,000 or something like that now. It's ridiculous. Okay, can't you just crash the server?
If you want everyone gone, why don't you just crash the server remotely? I could have done that if you wanted. It would get rid of everyone.
It would, but would also call attention to us. Our hackers have blocked incoming connections. Resetting the server would disable this.
Oh, then everyone would just reconnect again.
Precisely. We've removed as many as we can over the net. The remainder must physically leave the trance by themselves.
With a little incitement from me, you mean?
I feel like I'm just asking all these questions to get out of work, rather than just doing the job. What about the cellar?
Did you know where this sim was being hosted? It's a stolen street corner terminal in a dingy cellar.
A trance den, yes. We often use it as a meeting point. I have not been there personally, but my allies' reports have painted a vivid picture.
Yeah, it's a great place, if you're a rat or a giant cockroach.
Perhaps you can use this to your advantage? The conditions sound only a little way from intolerable. Those within the den may need only a little push to make it so.
Oh.
You don't know how far thralls will go for a link.
So maybe I don't have to kick them out from inside here. I need to kick them out from the real world, you know? Okay, so where are you if you're not in the den?
If you're not in the den, where are you? Are you even in Newton?
My person is in a secure location. As to where that is, well, I'm afraid that's a secret.
Not even a clue?
All I shall say is that I'm meeting some old friends here for dinner.
Talk about multitasking.
Exactly. Hopefully you will excuse me if I seem a little distracted.
She's doing some crazy hacker stuff and like, oh yeah, I'm having friends over too. Let's see, you haven't been to the Hong Kong Disneyland 3 years after it opened. Way too many people for my taste, but you don't like Disney. I enjoy Disney. I think Disney's fine. I'm not like obsessed with it, but I enjoy it. Andy is obsessed with Disney, so every year for her birthday, we have to go to Disneyland, which is going to make this year so heartbreaking, because I'm guessing it's not going to be open, and even if it was, we probably wouldn't want to go. So that's such a bummer. So why this server?
Why this server? It seems like a strange place to meet.
Jahilia uses many such venues.
Compared to the whole net, though, it's so small.
Which allows us to more easily determine if we are being monitored.
Ah, cloak and dagger.
And after we have concluded our discussion, we shall crash the server. There shall be no evidence of us having been connected.
Crash the server. Let's see. Yours is like a Hong Kong Disney 2000 though. Gold card, so you can go every day except for the major holidays. Oh yeah, the blackout days. We have that too. How on earth do I get to a point in life where I can go to Disney every year? Well, first step, Nate, live close to one. That helps. Although they used to give California, like Southern California residents, a what do you call it? Like a discount? I think they don't do that anymore. And then you just got to save and save. I mean, that's what she wants for her birthday, so I'm already saving for her birthday anyway. It just kind of works out that way. Luckily, it makes things very simple for me. And I always want to give her something physical too, but she finds that when we're at the park, you know? So what about these other users?
Who are these other people in here? Your pals?
Bystanders, members of the public. They come from all walks of life. Unfortunately, they cannot know what we are about to discuss.
And that's why you want me to remove them. It's not going to be easy.
You're resourceful, Mandela. You will find a way.
Now, if we didn't live within driving distance of Disneyland, I don't think we'd go every year because it would double or triple the cost to go because we'd have to fly, or it'd be like a huge road trip, you know, like multiple hotel stays just to do one night. That wouldn't be fun. Sims like this.
Sims like this are weird. There's a whole net to explore, things to create and learn, but people want to come somewhere that's laid out like a dance club?
Not to your taste?
Just seems like a waste.
Perhaps it lends familiarity to it. Unlike yourself, some may not be ready to lead a wholly intangible existence. They understand the trance and the artifacts of life they know.
And for a trance venue, it seems so small.
Is Disneyland open for you right now, Len, or is it shut down? So, are you sure you can't tell me anything?
Come on, it's not like anyone be listening in. I need to know what's going on.
I'm sorry, Mandela, I cannot. As long as there's any unsecured connection...
You mean all the other users?
Precisely. We cannot guarantee that the others are not being monitored. You are in enough danger as it is, and I cannot risk compromising you.
Okay, what about yourself? So you live like 3 hours from Orlando, so it's easy for you guys to make it there. We just haven't been in years. And also, it depends on your family. You know, like, for example, if I had 3 kids, it'd be hard to be going every year. Like, that would be so expensive. But it's just me and Andy, so it's not too bad. It is shut down, Len. It opened for a few weeks, and now in a second wave, and now a third wave. That's crazy, Len. I mean, hopefully we get this take. Really, what we need is a vaccine. That's the only thing that's really going to make things get better, right?
So, I know it's awful netiquette in the trance. I'm almost disgusted to hear me say it, but...
Uh-oh.
You want to know more about the real me?
Yeah. I mean, you probably can't for secrecy and all.
You are correct. There's a reason we have our identities in here. Even you, Mandela. Let's just say that outside, I work to do good for the world. Jahilia's interests match my own in that respect.
Which is funny, it's kind of like Twitch. Like, it's a big no-no to give too many personal details out freely, because you got some crazies out there that might try to hunt you down, find you, things like that, so kind of reminds me of that. So what about this Jahilia? This is another person that's helping?
So, that organization you work for?
Oh, the organization.
Jahilia's membership is non-hierarchical.
Sounds like it'd be hard to get anything agreed on.
Sometimes the differing viewpoints of members leads to a standstill. The ethical integrity is a refreshing change from my RL work, though.
Wasn't Guy working for you?
In a manner of speaking. Sometimes we need to subcontract our tasks. For those matters, we'll recruit experts. Guy was such.
That's kind of like a weird pet peeve. She said RL instead of real life. You didn't save any time. You didn't save any syllables. It's still 2 syllables. Why not just say real life? Why RL? If it was like a very complicated word, sure, abbreviate it and say it that way. That's fine, but that didn't help you at all. Okay, what about Guy?
Any word from Guy since I left Cell?
Guy was discharged from Cell shortly after their escape.
Oh.
He made contact with us and sends his thanks.
That's a relief.
Guy was pretty cool. He was a cool guy. So what do you want me to do? Well, I know we have to get everybody out of here, but maybe she'll give us more details.
Why can't you tell me what's going on?
The server is not yet secure. Until it is just us remaining, we cannot be sure that we won't be compromised.
So you need me to figure out how to get rid of the other users.
We know that.
Precisely. They have a direct connect. They must be removed, but...
All right, let's do it.
I'll get back to ruining everyone's evening.
Bitafik.
Ruining everyone's evening. Nice. Just publicly say which residential block of my estate I live. That might be a little too specific, Len. I mean, I say I live in California, that's about all that I will give out. Captain Cheese 969.
She looks worried, like she's forgotten something. Hi there.
Evening.
Ah, someone we can actually talk to, unlike the dancers. You look worried.
Something bothering you?
Not obvious, huh?
I can see it right through the trance. What's up?
Well, I gotta come out to these dens to trance, right? Except the last couple of times, it's not gone so well.
Wiring problems?
Worse. Someone keeps going through my pockets while I'm under. I disconnect and find someone's gone with all my quanta.
Jeez, sorry to hear. Poverty's my answer to that problem.
This time I'm hiding it. They won't find any money on me.
You come here often? Yeah, good luck finding me in which flat, right? 45 flats per floor. How many floors?
This your usual haunt?
First time here, actually. There's a place on Mayasa that I used to go to.
This is my first time here too. I stopped going to dens after I matriculated.
I can understand. Some people just prefer the freedom of the open web. But you get a different kind of atmosphere in these smaller local servers.
Wow, 6 times 45. That's a lot of flats. Yeah, definitely going to be hard to find you, Len.
You like the server this den's got running?
It's alright. There's only so much you can do with a repurposed terminal, though.
No doubt legitimately acquired.
No doubt. Still, they've got a bar, dance floor, and a bunch of games running. And I love the way you can just stare off the edge into forever.
I wonder if we're going to be able to play those games. So why here? I feel like we're making a friend right now.
Why'd you choose this place, if you don't mind me asking?
My folks have been trying to get me to cut down.
Fortunately, something I've not had to deal with. No folks.
So I can't trance at home. I have to use dens. The further from home the dens are, the better. Why'd you come here?
I'm on the run from a style agent who's trying to kill me. My underground contact told me to meet here.
You're funny.
Whoa, just gave out all the true information. Don't do that. Let's see, you know I live at one of those huge public housing estates. I mean, by the sound of it, yeah. Having, what is that? Like, nearly 300 flats in that. That is massive. Let's see, what about those dancers that won't talk to us?
What's with those guys hogging the dance floor?
From what I can tell, they're celebrating. They've got a cycle of drinking down here and partying up there.
Any idea what's got them in such a good mood?
I don't know. Some sport thing? Big win, apparently.
That makes
I haven't really
sense.
paid attention to that stuff since I started trancing.
I know the feeling.
Okay, how long you been doing this?
You've been trancing long?
Not really. Only got wired last year. My friends were raving about the trance, and eventually I gave in.
It was a good choice, wasn't it?
The best. The trance is a whole new experience. A whole new world. Before, the net was just a net. Now,
Just
It's thoughts, feelings, media, all is a living world.
a waking dream full of everything. Made of other minds.
Welcome to my world.
I started to spend a whole lot of time in here after that. Sure, I dropped out of my post-grad course, but
So, question for you guys. If you had the same option to get something installed into your brain that allowed you to connect to this, basically mind internet and explore things like that, would you do it? Or would you be more like Regis and just avoid that kind of weird technological brain trance thing? How about the bouncer?
What do you think of the walking can opener outside the den?
Leon, he's alright. He fought in Singapore. Doesn't like to talk about it, though.
Don't you think it's odd, someone without wiring running a trance den?
It's good for security, I guess. Means he's always on guard.
You're still worried, though.
Yeah, thieves are tricky.
That sucks. If you're like, it's like being in VR, but like worse, like you're asleep, I guess, and people can rob you. Let's see. Trance seems overstimulating. That's a note for me. Therapy. Sometimes I think I'm already connected. It's kind of funny. Like, what was I listening to? Somebody was saying that like we're already kind of like androids, you know, part human, part machine, because of these things. You know, this literally is a technological appendage to us. Like me, for example. Do I know how to, like, let's say, I guess, unclog a sink? Well, I didn't before, but using this, without asking anybody, without, reading a book and learning on my own. I was able to see somebody do it, get that information immediately, and do it. If I need to know who directed a movie, I don't have to really do any research, just bam, I got it. I basically have way more knowledge than I normally would. So in a weird way, we're kind of like getting there, Did I already ask about our avatar? I don't think I did. Says in Obi-Wan Kenobi's voice. Hello there. Welcome back, Christian.
Interesting avatar you've got there.
Thanks. Apparently I'm an idealist.
So it's based around your perfect self-image?
Exactly. Screw months of diet and exercise.
Or millions of quanta of surgery and nanoplasty.
You're one as well?
I never really thought about it that way. I just thought this looked cool.
See, that would be nice. Imagine if you could just be your perfect self. Poof, just like that. Let's see, Ben? Wait, what do you mean, Ben? I'm missing something, therapy. And what was it, what was it bothering you?
I've got RAM trouble. What was it bothering you again?
Thieves. Every time I trance, I get my RL inventory wiped.
But you've got a plan this time.
RL inventory.
I got it stashed somewhere secure. Still, 3 truggings in a row.
Trugging? Oh, trance mugging. Clever.
Smothering the worry with humor isn't working either, unfortunately.
So I'm guessing we have to find out what's everybody's deal and use that information to get them out of here. So she keeps getting robbed.
Let me get back to you.
Sink you later.
I wonder if we have to alert her, hey, somebody found your stash of where you're hiding your stuff. And we haven't talked to the barman yet. This one isn't a user. Apparently, this terminal has a virtual bartender copied from a drinks machine, serving simulated beverages. Oh, Obi-Wan was Ben when he said hello there. Oh, sorry. Was Ben. I think I've seen that one. That was one of the first 3, right? Like episodes 1, 2, or 3. I can't remember who Ben is. I've seen him once.
Howdy there, miss. What can I get you?
Hold on, is this the same bartender AI that we saw before? Oh, it's the meme. Hello there, okay. Aw, good night, Toge. Thank you for dropping in. Get some good sleep. You take care, dude. Look at all these different drinks. What are you?
What are you supposed to be? Torian?
I'm the bartender, missy. Wouldn't be much of a club without one.
Real or?
Nah, I'm part of the program. They got me out of a broken down machine in a dive bar in Southeast Newton.
I'm pretty sure this is the same one. Are we going to see Sheffy here? What do you think of this place?
You like it here?
Better than the last job. There's more space in here, that's for sure. And trance users have more interesting orders than beer.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Ben is what Obi-Wan called himself when he met Luke. Okay. T-H-E. I need to watch him again. I've been trying to catch up on the new Star Wars movies. Do you ever want to do more? This poor computer.
Before yesterday, I hadn't really spoken much with AIs. Do you ever get the urge to do more?
How do y'all mean?
Well, I mean you're stuck in here, or in a drinks machine. Ever wanted to get out, see the rest of the trance?
Missy, I sell drinks. Unlike you, I have a defined raison d'etre. If I weren't doing that, well, I just wouldn't feel right.
Yeah, I mean, he's not programmed to have wants and needs, right? He just has a mission. So where do you get the recipes from?
I used to have an auto meal kind of like you. She got her recipes off a memory card. What about you?
I got all the usuals built in already, plus a few extras, this being the trance and all.
How do you mean?
People can be a little more adventurous about what they choose in here.
I guess the law, or even physics, doesn't really matter here.
As long as I got the formula, I can fix it up for you.
Ooh, so we can get him to make us something that's not a drink at all, maybe. Nuclear winter. That just sounds like a hell of a drink.
Give me a nuclear winter.
On the rocks?
Wouldn't be a nuclear winter without ice.
Or radioactive fallout, but that'd be going a bit far to mix in.
All right, we got the drink. Can I make all of these? I'm not sure. Oh, Skywalker, you headed to bed? You got a 3-hour drive home and an interview tomorrow afternoon. Dude, Skywalker, good luck on your interview, man. Fingers crossed you get a cool job. Good luck, man. Get some good sleep and absolutely destroy that tomorrow. Let's see, so he could make us money. Wait, what are you talking about? So he can make us money. You talking about the bartender? How about a Cuba Libre?
Cuba Libre, my man.
Here you go.
I'm just gonna get all the drinks. Why not? Black iced tea?
A black iced tea. Do I have to hack it before I can drink it?
Lady, with drinks like these, they're the ones hacking you.
Maybe this is gonna get the people off the dance floor. Drinks are free?
Don't you charge for drinks?
It's ladies' night. Come to think of it, I have never been told when it wasn't ladies' night.
Guess the management really wants more ladies in here.
Oh, I see what you mean. Since he can make things that are not drinks, just, hey, can you just make me cash? Okay, I think we got all the drinks.
Ciao.
So now we have to actually give it to him. So it's a final interview for a software support position. So I'm hoping for the best. I will let you guys know what happens. Fingers crossed for you, Skywalker. You're gonna kill this, man. Good luck, dude. Get some good rest. You want to be well rested for that for sure. Actually, I gotta wrap things up in just a moment. This game suits the channel design, doesn't it, Craig? And welcome back, Craig. What's up, dude? So I'm gonna really try to give some drinks to these dancers real quick, and then we'll wrap this up. Oh, wait, I only have one drink. I thought I got all three of the drinks.
A black iced tea. Outside of the trance, these drinks fight back if you're wired.
Oh, I guess it only gives you one at a time. Okay, bummer. Let's give it to this guy.
Hi there.
Oh, I don't think I can give it to him.
Hi there.
She just says hi there. How about the head? Can we give it to the head?
I don't think he'd want that.
Dang it. This is a sweet party, isn't it? Oh, so with the substance index, hold on a sec. Maybe we can give him that to create some weird drink.
What can you make of these?
Well, they got the formulas in here. You sure got some interesting tasting drinks, Missy.
So now, can I just order those?
Howdy there, miss. What can I get you?
Yeah, estrogen, sulfuric acid, and benzene. Let's go with sulfuric acid.
I'm feeling adventurous. Sulfuric acid, please.
Coming right up.
I mean, I'm kind of
Don't
surprised
steal that now.
there isn't a techno baby yet, funny thing. Okay,
Ciao.
we'll leave it right there because I'm not sure what we're going to have to do with that acid, and I got to get going. Unfortunately, I can't stay up as long as I used to because now I have to actually go to work in the morning. I can no longer work from home. It sucks. So let's go ahead and save this, create a brand new one. Luckily, we're still far away from the 50 max. We're only on like save 11. Piece of cake.